Yo. I am so sorry, everyone. But it's good to see everyone. Today we are having a reaction session. Not only are we going to be reacting to a new video concerning Black Myth Wukong, let me just clarify, I am not going to watch the American IGN video simply because IGN has decided to become an absolute butt covering Black Myth. Like they're talking about their impressions of Black Myth Wukong, but also keep trying to bring up nonsense about this sexist stuff happening at the Game Science Studios, and they keep saying like we still haven't had word back from the devs concerning us trying to probe them for questions, but it comes off as very inflammatory and very hypocritical towards them, talking about how fun Black Myth Wukong is during their first impressions and playing 2 hours of it, but also keep trying to double down and go back to that previous statement that literally no one cares about. So I'm not going to watch them, and even though I can't understand a lick of Chinese, I'm going to watch the IGN China video. Now, mind you, like I said, I don't understand Chinese, so whatever is said here, I'm completely lost on, and it doesn't have an option for subtitles. So we're just going to end. This is a 9-minute, 59-second video. Good to see you, CDs. Good to see you, Psycho. We're going to check that out because that one just dropped a day ago. So, yeah.
距离黑神话：悟空正式发售还剩下2个月左右的时间，在此次游戏科学邀请的闭门测试上，我几乎完整体验到游戏早期宣传视频
Hello, hi, how are you? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to the channel. I'm happy to have you.
相当之高，其内容量之大也非常让人惊喜。
So we got big old giant toad enemies. Is that a boss or is that like a normal foe?
几年以来的期待。 值得一提的是，由于这次游戏科学官方并不允许现场录制视频，所以这个视频看到的画面全部由官方提供。 这次试玩的关卡为黑风山，相信一直有关注黑神话悟空的玩家都不会陌生。早在2020年最初的官方实际演示，以及2022年英伟达实际试玩，都有出现过它的身影。而经过几年的打磨，目前整体的效果可以说比当年都要更上一层楼。在这段相对完整的关卡里，整体场景中包含了树林、湿地、 山洞、庙宇等不同环境。
I'm looking at all these environments and they look just as good as they did before. But I'm also paying attention to these enemy designs
佛像
as
神态
well.
各异，惟妙惟肖，应该也是得益于游戏科学团队之前曾多次前往山西等地进行实地取材吧。 作为正式发售前的最后一次测试，这次测试非常亮眼。仅黑风山关卡，我就碰到了10场左右的 BOSS 遭遇战，他们演出效果大都十分出色，其中精心设计的台词能让我更好的了解。
What's up? Do you even understand a word of what they're saying? Nope, not a lick. But I'd rather watch this than give IGN America's IGN IGN USA any of my time, I'd rather watch this and give them views.
同时可以立即对敌人进行反击，而这个闪避动作没有任何
they've been very inflammatory towards Black Myth. But I can understand enough.
伴随武器的进攻出现了火花和落叶效果，让最新版本的广志在进攻上看起来更加的凌厉。
If they got like a translated video of this, I'll watch that instead. But I'm not watching American's IGN video of this. See, the animations are just beautiful. Ooh, perfect. Ooh, such beautiful perfect dodges. It's so satisfying. I know, I do. I watch anime and subs. Nice. But that's not the reason why I'm watching this though.
在场景的设计上，不仅光影效果和以前相比更加精细，这里我们还可以看到加入
I
的
can
环境破
understand
坏要
more
素。
than enough without even knowing a lick of Chinese at all. Because if you go over to the IGN video of IGN video of their 2-hour first impressions, the like-dislike ratio is like looking at a lightsaber ignited towards the right. Because everyone is flaming their video because IGN is, you know, being the first 3 letters of ignorant. Gajil, it is good to see you, bro. We are checking out some gameplay for Black Myth. Mind you, this is all in Chinese, so if you can't understand a lick of it, well, I hope you can understand body language. We'll move on to the stuff from the Nintendo Direct after this, because there was some good things shown from the Nintendo Direct. Gajil knows what I'm talking about.
和去年试玩的紫龙山关卡一样，
CJ,
黑风山
it's
同
good
样
to
是
see
一条
you.
有着多条支线可以探索的地图。走着走着，
Now,
转角遇到
what's
BOSS
the
也是
deal
很
with
平
these
常的
big
事。
old enemies that can force push?
玻璃哥浪就是其中一个。这场战斗放
And
在
then
了
we
芦
got
苇地上，它
full-on
体型不
sumo
大，招式大
frogs,
开大合，
even
只要
though
注意躲避好就
sumo
能轻
is
松拿下。
associated with Japan and not necessarily China. But we got monk frogs, like pugilist frogs. Or toads. I think that's a toad. Nah, you ain't go. Okay, so if I ever get hit by that back leg attack by the frog, that's just disrespectful. You gonna hit me with your feet? Your bare feet? So there's no blocking in Wukong? I don't think there is. There's a well, actually, I think there is blocking because there's a whole parry system. I'm pretty sure
它的
there's
快慢招比较
a
多，
parry
战斗过
system.
程中得时刻留意住它的动向，不然很容易就被一套带走。
I am sure that there's a block button in this.
金池长老还拥有召唤小怪的能力，不仅能对你产生持续骚扰，还能通过它们对自己进行回血。
Look at that. Look at that. All of them trying to run up on you. A whole squad all at once. You know, the more I look at this, the more I think, yeah, there might not actually be a block in this game. You gotta be super agile. Cause the Monkey King don't block nothing. No, there isn't. I researched it. Oh, okay.
这场战斗比较考验玩家的耐心，很多时候都得沉着防守一段时间，才能迎来反攻的机会。黑熊精是黑风山关卡的关底 BOSS，、能结合场地进行大范围攻击。
No, hold up. Why
虽然
he
官方
floating
给
in
了
the
演
air
示中
though?
角色大部分时间都
Why
是
he
攻击
glowing?
躲避再攻击的节奏进行，但实际的体验来讲，游戏科学实际上是更鼓励玩家将物理攻击与法术攻
Who's
击相
ready
结
to
合。
fight
释
a
放法术
rune
本
bear
身
that
就有
knows
相应的
martial
时间
arts?
而本身法术条都给的很
Who's
足。以这
ready?
两次的试玩为例，常常会出现打完 BOSS 以后，法术条还有很多富余的状态。不过这也更符合我们
And
心
you
目中
can
那个
wait.
擅长
Is
使用
he?
各种
Is
法
his
术
arms
的
on
大
fire
圣
on
形象。
purpose? His arms are on fire on purpose. Hold up. Hold up.
相应的冷却时间，而本身法术条都给的很足。以这两次的试玩为例，常常
He
会出现打完
sets
BOSS 以
his
后，
arms
法
on
术条还有
fire
很
and
多
that
富裕的状
adds
态。不
fire
过这也更符
damage.
合我们心目中那个擅长使用各种法术的大圣形象吧。游戏里击败
I'm
怪物和
sorry, he
冒
can
险获取
turn
经
into
验，经验条
mist?
累积满后能获取一点灵光点。灵光点可以用于提升角色的能力，包括增强属性或者习得新的棍法。
You are literally fighting Master Splinter. That was a
游戏
rat
在
man.
上香处提供了重修，也就是我们常说的洗点功能。玩家可以在面对不同敌人的时候，重新做出合适的角色构筑。在
Our
试玩游
save
戏的过程里，我也能
stations,
时刻感受到
the
游戏科学
cat
在剧情
licking
上
up the
下的功
pool
夫。
of
哪怕是
blood,
路边的
you
小
know,
怪呢，
sheer
碎碎念的
con.
台词都有很多
This
信
is
息值得我
this
们
is
考
the
究。
cousin of Tai Lung. When you think about it, when he stands up, he's literally the cousin of Tai
虽然
Lung
试
from
玩
Kung
里
Fu
展露出来
Panda.
的剧情并不多，但通过游戏的怪物和 NPC 只言片语的台词，让我对这个重塑的西游世界充满好奇。可能正式版游戏一定会有很多哲学的命题利益等着我们去发现和思考。这次闭门测试的时间有2个半小时，加上去年8月的3小时试玩，我一共已经玩了5个多小时的黑神话悟空了。更夸张的是，这2次试玩还没有任何重复内容。
I don't know how I feel about a
很
boss
难想
enemy
象
that
游戏
is
本体到
as
底还
large
多
as
少。
that
本次试
bear
玩使用的
and
是
can
搭载英伟达
instantaneously
RTX
turn into
4080 的
mist
台
and
式
then
机电脑，
shift
全
around
程
the
体验下来可以
environment
保
to
持在
fight you.
4K 60帧上下的流畅体验。而在开启光线追踪效果后，不论是水面的反射效果，还是洞穴里的大光比场景，在画面质感得到了进一步提升。从现阶段来看，《黑神话：悟空》作为一款国产游戏来说，不仅蕴含着浓浓的中式意境，还拥有我迄今为止见过最好、最自然的中文配音。
我何尝不心疼他？他数十年的病根一直好不了，正是拜这蠢物所赐。不恨就罢了，还这本作践自己，我。
The character models and character animations are just
而抛开国
absolutely
产游戏
gorgeous
这
for
层滤
this
镜，
game.
它有足够优秀的技术力、扎实的玩法和战斗系统，让玩家沉浸其中。诚然，《黑神话：悟空》也不是一款完美的游戏。目前试玩版的游戏还存在诸如地图探索部分相对薄弱、小怪存在感不强、变身效果过于强大带来的
And
平
one
衡性
thing
问
that
题。
sets
但目
this
前游戏距
apart
离正式
from a
发售
lot
还有
of
10日，我们很期
Souls-like
待
or
开发团
things
队
that play
会继续
similar
打
is the
磨游戏，
fact that
最
there's
终以一个
also
更
a
好的
big
姿态来恭
emphasis
迎各位
on
天命
crowd
人。更多游
control
戏相关资讯，
attacks,
请持续关注 IGN。
like just all around crowd control. If that's a boss battle, that's gonna be crazy! Fighting those mountain-sized god statues, that's gonna be crazy! Oh, I'm here for it. I am here for it. So, the things that really stick out to me with Black Myth Wukong, especially as we watch these different videos and whatnot, is that there's a high emphasis on, got to read Journey to the West and Suikoden sometime soon. Me as well. At least having that sort of knowledge in mind will help you understand a lot of the things that are going on and even maybe spot some references while you're playing. But the thing that really sticks out to me with this game is how much of a massive emphasis there is when it comes to a lot of Souls-likes like to add in a block feature of some kind, or a parry feature, but mainly a block feature that can lead to a parry, while Wukong is all like, no, you're the Monkey King, you need to be agile. Don't just be, shielding yourself from attacks. You need to be on the offensive. You need to be on the move. So I like how it's giving me Bloodborne vibes in terms of we want our players to be fast, moving, and dodging all the time, but also have like a sense of speed in terms of combat. So I really have to say that the more I see of this gameplay of Black Myth Wukong, the more I really want to play it. I mean, I am going to play it. And also, I just want to say, leading up to that, thank you everyone for your continued support of this channel. It means the world to me, and I am nothing but grateful for however you guys support this channel by the ways that you do. You can block projectile attacks, but not melee. Yeah, we saw that when he was fighting that giant crow creature, and he was blocking all of the feathers that was being thrown at him. So projectiles can be blocked. They can just be like, do, 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 do. But when it comes to melee, no, you gotta dodge, because it's a far larger emphasis on it. But I get Bloodborne vibes in terms of the mobility, which is good because Bloodborne is incredibly good. And Elden Ring kind of built up on that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, I need more of Black Myth Wukong. Because there's nothing new. There's, of course, the IGN preview, but I don't need to watch that video, and nor do I need to watch the Asmongold reaction to it, because he basically ripped them apart because of how IGN continues to be inflammatory towards Black Myth, over the fact that the devs at Game Science have basically said to Sweet Baby Inc. and DEI, no, we do not need your consultation. We will not be giving you $7 million in consultation fees or whatever you're trying to extort from us. We're good. And now and then IGN is out here. IGN is out here just trying to throw more fuel on the fire, because it's obviously a slow news day for them. So they're kind of bored, and now they're trying to, drudge up things that don't need to be drudged up or have very little bearings on the game whatsoever. Because a lot of the things that they're saying, like there's like sexist remarks and stuff like this concerning Black Myth Wukong, which has already been proven to be a mistranslation that, clearly people in America who can't even read, don't even know how to read in between the lines, just take us all like, oh, this is what they meant, so let's run with it. Let's not even do our own research first to ensure that we are not misconstruing anything. Let's just run with it because it sounds nice and it's the first thing and we don't like to do any research. So I don't even need to look at what IGN America is doing towards this game. Because here's the thing. I'm going to go right here and I'm going to mute. But looking at the hands-on impressions of the first 2 hours, 7.2 thousand likes to 26,000 K dislikes, simply because IGN is being incredibly stupid right now. Oh, there's someone streaming right now. That looks like a cool individual. You might want to subscribe to him. So let's see. IGN as a joke. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. IGN doesn't even deserve to review this game. And apparently, IGN has been deleting comments of people who are being negative towards them while they're being negative towards Black Myth Wukong. They give you, like, this first impressions, but they're also including, like, a whole bunch of extra stuff at the end. IGN resorting to deleting. We know about the article. You're not fooling anyone, IGN. Let's see. Wow. So first you pretend like nothing ever happened, then you erase all the comments criticizing you, and then double down on your statements in that article. Gaming journalism at its finest. And it's insane. Still no apology for the intentional mistranslation. Yeah, because it's already been confirmed that they mistranslated what was said about game science. And they just ran with it. And like the ignorant fools that they are, they left it up and are deleting comments of people who are being negative towards them. Nowadays, we'll call Assassin's Creed a Souls-like in Mario, Mega Man, Metrovanias. Are you gonna slander every high-profile Asian launch now for Stellar Blade and now Black Myth Wukong? What are you going to make up about Phantom Blade Zero, accuse them of tax fraud? Because if you remember, IGN said some things about Stellar Blade, and simply because of the way that the characters look, and there was a whole bunch of mess going on with Stellar Blade, and IGN was, pretty much, let's just call it what it is, profiting from the drama behind it by, throwing more fuel on the fire, as they do with a whole bunch of other games. And I need to say this concerning games like Black Myth Wukong, or basically any game that releases outside of the US. Devs outside of the US are not required to change their games to fit the standards of America. They are not required to do that. So if they choose to make a game where there's no person of color in it because their game is not going in that direction, or it serves no purpose, they can do that. Saying, because you got a whole bunch of people, and I hope you guys don't mind if I rant, because I'm frankly getting tired of people who are in the gaming industry who are all like, we need to have diversity and all this stuff. No, that's an American concept that you're trying to force on other dev studios that lie outside of the United States. Stop trying to make them conform to the standards that gaming is at right now in America. Because even us in here in America don't want it. See, that's the issue. What they're trying to push for games now here in America is stuff that we don't want. Or there's a difference between putting characters or putting themes in a video game and it fits the game, it fits the story, versus virtue signaling and including people of different races, ethnicities, uh, you know, uh, gender orientation or whatever. There's a difference between that and trying to include people in there just so you can win brownie points and say like, hey, this is what we got in our game. This is who we have in our game. This is what our game allows to have in it. There's a stark difference between being skillful and having that in your game and being incompetent and including it because you want to please every single person that has like an extended he, she, they, them bio on Twitter. Can I be real? Okay? No one cares as long as the story and game is good. Stop trying to win brownie points with people who don't even care. Stop trying to win brownie points with the people who aren't even the majority who want to play these games. Stop trying to appease the minority on Twitter that screams the loudest when they see something that doesn't represent them or misrepresents them, and they're the loudest ones to scream over everyone else, we don't like it! 100 people can say, we don't like it! 10,000 people can say like, oh, we like it, but you'll listen to the smaller group simply because they complain the most. Do you know what you're supposed to do with flies when they're constantly buzzing in your ear? You shoo them away. You shoo them away, but you tune them out. So I'm tired of seeing all these nonsense individuals, such as Sweet Baby Inc. and people in charge of DEI who are trying to force this concept of like, this stuff has to be in every single game that releases. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't have to be in every single game that releases. And if it's in a game, make sure it actually benefits the game. Not benefits you trying to win over people with, a certain amount of followers and they have a blue check mark next to their name. Can I be real? Because all you're going to do is just going to further contempt for people who look at you crazy like, okay, you forced all of this and the game is no better because of this thing that's added in there. But you wanted it so badly in the game, and now the game isn't even as good because you wanted to force stuff instead of letting people just make their games without American interference. See, the problem with America and America gaming studios, and especially people who are in charge of Sweet Baby Inc. and DEI, is that they think that we are the golden standard. We're not. As an American who lives in America, America should not be the example people try to strive for. This is still a country where people can't live next to another person just because the color of their skin is different, or their beliefs are different, or their lifestyle is different. We still can't come together as a country with one goal of living together in harmony. We are in no position to try and tell people this is the standard that you should be applying yourself to. Can I be real? It makes no sense when I see Sweet Baby Inc. or anyone who gets up on a platform saying like, this is unfair. It's unfair that we're not getting people of color in games or whatever. And I'm like, stop. You should include that in your game. That'll make it sell better. No. Stop trying to change people's vision for their video game because you think in your tiny little pea brain that you forcing the standards of that you think is a standard across everybody else gaming studio wise is the best option, and that'll be great for everyone here in America. No. Do you realize how bad Lies of P would have been if they tried to force all this sort of Sweet Baby Inc. nonsense into it? It wouldn't have been as good. The story wouldn't have been as fun to engage in, or at least interesting to engage in because of forced stuff like that. It gets annoying. Seeing these idiots get up on the internet thinking, we know what's best for gaming. Apparently you know nothing because no one with a brain actually agrees with you. Only the people in your echo chamber that tells you, oh, yes, we believe you, yes, we needed more in our games. Stop it. It's stupid. It's not making games better. I just had to get that out my system because whenever I see anything Sweet Baby Inc. related or DEI related, and then they're trying to make people change stuff in their games, or see things like IGN going out there saying like, well, this is how they think, and this is how, and this is what this said, and this is what that said, and you don't even get your facts straight, and some people are just going along with it. Thankfully, some people are waking up in lieu of, okay, this is not journalism. This is you trying to prove a point because you agree with what people like Sweet Baby Inc. and DEI are doing. So this isn't journalism. This is a period piece of you saying like, well, I think they're wrong for doing this. Dude, your job is to showcase games and tell us whether they're good or not. Don't go up on a soapbox saying like, well, we tried to get them with a comment over this article we released over several months ago, but they still refuse to give us any attention. Ain't nobody click on your article for that. We came up on your article to look at some stuff about Black Myth Wukong. Nothing more. It gets on my nerves. It gets on my nerves when I see people trying to do this sort of nonsense. And whenever I see people doing that sort of nonsense and then find out that the game that they're trying to drag through the mud is being successful and actually generating more pre-orders and sales, it makes me laugh. Because they tried to do this, there were boycotts against like Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade sold wonderfully. And then there was that whole boycott with like what's-her-face from Bayonetta 3 when she tried to raise a boycott saying like, I was unfairly released from Bayonetta and Jennifer Hale has no right to say that she's Bayonetta, that's my voice and whatever. And I'm like, but in lieu of that, her getting up on a soapbox and saying like, don't buy this game, support someone else or support something else, just in turn made Bayonetta 3 have one of its best sells. Like the sales for it were crazy, the pre-orders were crazy for it, and the game was actually really good. So all this posturing that I see these different journalism sites get up on, where they want people to feel a certain type of way and try and influence you, because you got to be really careful about people with honey words. I know I'm going on a whole rant right now. Just bear with me. We'll get to something else. But it's so humorous to me. It's so humorous to me how they do this, and then it backfires. That's hilarious, because this wouldn't have as many dislikes as it has if it wasn't for IGN trying to be inflammatory about Black Myth Wukong beforehand. If they actually did their research, thought before they typed, and then sent it in. Because this had to be cleared. The whole article about them trying to be, rude towards game science about Black Myth Wukong and their studio as a whole, that had to be cleared by somebody. And they looked at it and said like, you know what? That checks. Let it out into the open. And it went on about as well as you'd expect. But when it backfires, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Like the dumpster fire that is The Acolyte. Watching the Disney and Lucasfilm's response to trying to do damage control, and it's just simmering like a pot of hot socks. It's going about as well as you'd expect, because people will let you know we don't like it. It doesn't matter if you spent $180 million on your show. It doesn't matter if you think it's good. If the people you're trying to showcase it for don't like it, it's not our fault that we don't like your show. It's more than likely because your show stinks. But it's so beautiful to watch them try and do damage control around these different things, and that it backfires spectacularly. I love it. I love it when big corpos look at it, all their stuff that they're trying to do, and it's all like, oh, we didn't mean it. Oh, we're sorry we did this, or sorry we did that. And it's just backfiring because people aren't stupid. Not as stupid as we used to be, because we used to be. We just brush things under the rug. Now we're tired. Now we're tired of it. I'm sorry, but I don't need to always see someone one-to-one variation of me to see myself or relate to a character or their stories and situations. Games are supposed to be an escapism. They're supposed to be they're not just forms of entertainment, but they're also supposed to be an escapism from real life. I'm not trying to have all this nonsense or politics in my games all the time, so I can deal with that in real life. And I don't even deal with that enough as it is. If I want to play a game where I ain't got to worry about nothing, I can pull up V Rising, Elden Ring, what is it, Lies of P, Final Fantasy 16. What else? Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Those are the types of games where I know I ain't got to worry about no nonsense being added in it. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry I went on like a whole 10-minute tirade, but it's like I am tired. I am so tired of seeing journalists get up on their soapbox and then argue and go back and forth and try to convince people that my view of this game should be your view of this game, but also cover the game and say like, oh, I'm having so much fun with this game, and then go right back to what they were saying before. It's incredibly hypocritical and frankly unprofessional. Let me see. Actually, these days, most of the discrimination, separation, segregation, outright racism are done by woke lefties, let's see, SJWs, and so-called people of color, POCs. And it's weird. It's weird. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want us to be excited for this game or not? I don't know. But people are stupid. People are stupid. You made some excellent points. Look, CJ, I'm just tired. I'm not an expert on this subject. I'm not. But I know when I'm sick and tired of seeing imbeciles get up on the internet and make a fool of themselves in the hopes that they'll please whoever is on Twitter right now and say like, in a bit of like, if we get enough people on our side, we can make a difference. But is it a good difference though? Or are you just benefiting yourself and the people you really want to appease? You get what I'm going? You get where I'm coming from? So if it comes to games like this, I love it when games are unapologetic when they do their games. They not only don't bend the knee to American gaming standards, and they want to keep their game the way they want it without changing anything or changing it for the sake of trying to please a certain amount of people on Twitter or nothing. Those are the games I love the most, because I would rather play a game that is unapologetic in its original vision and doesn't deviate from it just to please another country. I would rather play those games. It's probably why I'm playing a whole bunch of games that aren't made in America anyway. Simply because I ain't got to worry about extra baggage, you know? I ain't got to worry about extra baggage. It's crazy though, but I just had to get that out. I just had to get that out because, and like I said, I haven't seen Asmon react to this, but he basically ripped them a new one. So yeah, let me see. Let's see. I don't think there's anything new. Let's see. SBI tried extorting Wukong developers. There's some rumors about that. Yeah. Gamers praise Wukong devs for rejecting Sweet Baby 7 million extortion. Yeah, okay. I covered Wukong. Now, let's check out some things that happened at the Nintendo Direct, because there were a lot of things that dropped from Nintendo Direct, Nintendo's Direct today. Let me see. Can I get the whole feed? Cause I was there at Roger's bases. Yeah, I was watching Roger react to the Nintendo Direct, and there were quite a few cool things there. Like, we're getting a Legend of Zelda game where you actually main Zelda. BlackRock, Vanguard, and other major companies have been facilitating this whole DEI, ESG, and bridge push. They can have it, but it ain't for me. It ain't for me. Let me see. I'm trying to find the official Nintendo Direct, even though you guys can sort of see some of the things that they there it is. There it is. I can send you the link. Don't worry, I got it. I pulled up their mix. This is 42 minutes worth of Nintendo Direct, but I really just want to cover, well, actually, this is interesting. This is a brand new Mario and Luigi game.
Luigi? Huh? Luigi! Yeah.
Would it be messed up? Hold on. So, the last time I played a Mario and Luigi game, I actually still got it. Hold on. Let me see. It's right here on my shelf. Along with Super Scribblenauts and Okamiden. I also got some other regular Nintendo DS games like Kirby Squeak Squad and Kirby Mass Attack. But I got Okamiden and Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Now, I have yet to finish Bowser's Inside Story. I reached a point where I couldn't figure out what to do next, and I kind of dropped off from it. Yeah, my stuff is still in here. Man, I got a receipt from 2018 when I put a pre-order down on Red Dead Redemption 2. I got like an old receipt from back then. Man. But yeah. Man, hold on. Can I say something real quick? Y'all remember gaming manuals? Hold on. I also like this because it's got like the red cover. Hold on, let me get this out. So y'all remember gaming manuals? Wow, they got like a whole bunch of advertisements in here. Like The Legend of Zelda, Phantom Hourglass. But yeah. So, y'all remember gaming manuals where they always came packed with stuff? I loved reading game manuals from like old Nintendo DS games and old games in general. Just all the stuff that you needed to know. So many memories! I'm probably gonna have to pick up my 3DS and get back to playing Mario and Luigi again. But this was the last time I played a Mario and Luigi game, and I have yet to actually finish Bowser's Inside Story. I still gotta finish that. I also need to continue with Okamiden, which is basically a sequel to Okami. And I need to finish Okami on the PlayStation. I've just been collecting all the stray beads because I want to get the whole string of beads because there's a really cool reward when you get them all. So, and then once I'm done with Okami HD, then I'll start playing through Okamiden. I'll probably start a brand new file, but it's been several years. It's been several years since I last played these DS games. Yeah, I miss game manuals. I do too. I remember when game manuals used to be just absolutely packed with stuff. There was even, who remembers gaming manuals that were so big that they actually included a section at the back where you could write down notes? Like maybe write down some cheat codes at the back of the manual that you would get from like a cheat magazine. Remember those? Remember cheat magazines? Who remembers the manuals that were so big that they actually had a compendium for like enemies in different games? Who remembers game manuals from the past where it literally gave you not only just like instructions on how to play the game, but also gave you lore, location lore. Like, I wonder which one of my games actually has something like that. But I remember when game manuals were literally like manuals. And they would take up some considerable space inside of the game case to the point where some game cases couldn't even fit the manual. But I said all that to say this. It's been a hot minute since I last played Mario and Luigi, and this is a brand new Mario and Luigi game. Mario and Luigi. Brothership. Dropped this year in November.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. That was the first new entry in the Mario and Luigi series in almost 9 years. Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Almost 9 years since
Please look
Bowser's
forward to a
Inside
seafaring
Story.
adventure that unfolds across mysterious islands, as well as evolved Bros moves with Mario and Luigi. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Now this
Bring
one is
the
just talking about
championships home
NES
or on the
stuff.
go.
We'll move on to the next one.
The thrill of the final battle of Fairy Tail is about to
Oh yeah, remember that Fairy Tail game? Who remembers the Fairy Tail game? Random question, are you familiar with Hajime no Ippo? My first major exposure to it was through a PS2 game that my brother and I rented from Blockbuster. I know of it, but I never knew that there was a video game for it. Never knew. I never knew that there was an actual game for it. But you guys remember the old Fairy Tail game that they released like a couple of years ago? Yeah.
begin. Relive the climactic Alvarez Empire arc from the hit anime Fairy Tail in this action RPG. Set in the vast kingdom of Fiore, Team Natsu prepares to finish their fight. Engage in real-time battles and unleash powerful attacks that fuse different kinds of magic based on who's in your party. Work together with your teammates to take down powerful enemies. Fairy Tail 2 launches on Nintendo Switch this winter.
Now, the thing that disappoints me about Fairy Tail 2 is that it could have been so close to being a Muso game! We were so close. We were this close. Michael Malger, it's good to see you as always. We were this close. We were this close. We could have gotten a brand new Muso, but then again, I would have been massively disappointed because Musos really don't run well on the Switch. They really don't run well on the Switch. So if it was turned into a Muso and it never went to any other consoles, then it would have been a disappointment because it just would have been, you know, frame rate choppy as the other ones. So I'm good. We had Odyssey. No, I'm not going down that route again. If it's an anime game but it has turn-based combat, that's going to be a no. I don't care how good it is. I learned my lessons, and Gagio likes to poke my ribs a little bit about how he warned me about Odyssey, and I says, no, it's a One Piece, it'll be good content. And then my lasting impression about Odyssey at the end of it was all like, yeah, we could have had an action RPG instead of it being turn-based. We could have had something so fundamentally different for Odyssey. So Odyssey pretty much just turned me off of anime games that are also turn-based. I don't want them. Do not put them in my direction. They're either like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink or they're a Muso. I will accept nothing less. So while it's nice that Fairy Tail is getting a sequel, it's still being an RPG, turn-based RPG, instead of it being like a true action RPG. Well, we just gotta wait for another opportunity.
Embark on a multi-dimensional journey.
Now, the only thing I'm going to be
Final
going after...
Fantasy series creator Hironobu Sakaguchi
Island,
and composer Nobuo Uematsu. Let's get loony in this wacky sports game. Play as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and more across 4 arcade-style sports. Unleash the full power of Acme across iconic levels in up to 4-player local co-op. But watch out for falling anvils. Looney Tunes' Wacky World of Sports crashes onto Nintendo Switch this fall.
What's up, Doc?
That's all, folks.
Let's game on!
Emergency meeting. New crewmate and imposter roles are being added.
All right, that's Among Us. I'm really just going to be highlighting the ones that caught my attention. Michael Malger, I just saw that new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gameplay, and man, we are eating good. Here's the thing, this is the perfect opportunity for me to react to the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video, because I haven't seen it yet. Since this is a reaction stream, you guys let me know if you want to see anything aside from all the things that we're watching right now, because we got some things to check out. But this...
Donkey Kong Country Returns, originally released on the Wii system, is barreling onto Nintendo Switch in HD. The villainous Tiki Tak tribe has hypnotized the local wildlife and stolen Donkey Kong's precious banana hoard.
It's been like over 40, maybe even 50-something years. How does DK not have a lock on his banana vault yet? Because every single time, people are always jacking all of his bananas. He can have them, though, because I'm allergic to them. But how come this dude has yet to actually get a lock on his door? It's just open. And then when he sees people taking it, he's all like, oh no, banana. And he goes after, and then he just has to run after him again. I'm like, bruh, you had 40 years. Have you not made a lock yet? You clearly know how doors work because you got a door on the front of your house. How do you not have a big old door with a lock on it for your banana hoard? How do you not have that yet? I'm sorry, asking the right questions. Because he's not the sharpest tool in the shed? Then what's Diddy Kong there for? If he's the smarter of the two, then he should have came up with something.
Obstacles in the way? Just stomp them, pound them, and roll on through. Each level is filled with
hijinks,
but
Kyushu.
they're no
Apparently
match for these
not.
top
Also,
bananas.
good to see you, Designs.
From manic minecarts.
I can't tell you how many hours of my childhood I've dedicated to playing all of the Donkey Kong Country games. Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3.
There are plenty of transportation methods available. Pass a Joy-Con controller to a buddy for 2-player local co-op. 80 appealing levels are in store, including the additional levels from the Nintendo 3DS version.
So kids don't know nothing about locks?
Donkey Kong Country Returns HD
They don't know nothing about locks?
swings onto the Nintendo Switch system January 16th.
See, I already got Donkey Kong Country Returns, but it's on the 3DS. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. It still got the pre-owned tag from when I got it from GameStop for my sister. But yeah, I already got Donkey Kong Country Returns on the 3DS. I don't need to worry about it. So that's Donkey Kong, Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. So there's that one. Funko Fusion, no one cares about the Funko Pop game. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, Denpa Man, Metal Slug Attack Reloaded, Darkest Dungeon, Phantom Brave. Ah, here's the one. Here's the one that Gajil's gonna like.
This one's gonna take you for a ride. 7 arcade games featuring Marvel and Capcom characters are fighting their way onto Nintendo Switch as one collection. Clash in X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Duke it out in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes. Take down the Kingpin in the beat-em-up side-scroller The Punisher, and more.
Hold on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all of these games coming with the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classic. I see X-Men Children of the Atom. I see Marvel superheroes. I see X-Men versus Street Fighter. Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter. Marvel versus Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Marvel versus Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes. And the rare Punisher beat-em-up game.
Hit up training mode to polish your fighting skills and combos. Select online mode to challenge rivals around the world. Or play co-op in the Punisher. You can also cross over.
Look at this. Look at this art. But also, this is the first time I'm hearing of a Punisher beat-em-up arcade game. But playing co-op means that you're playing as Punisher and Nick Fury? Interesting.
Over to the museum to view artwork or listen to music from each game. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
See, that's already substantial. No one cares about Mario Party Jamboree. This is the new Zelda game though. Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you just saw was the latest installment, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. This time around, Link has vanished. Now it's up to Princess Zelda to step into the protagonist role. You might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then? Here, we wanted to create a new gameplay style that breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective. To explain more, please take a look at this video.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people, including Link. Now alone, Zelda meets the fairy Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and sets off on a journey across Hyrule to save her kingdom. By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up. Just like that. You can create wooden boxes, old beds, and unusual things like water blocks. How you use them separately or together is entirely up to you. Learn and create echoes of things you find while exploring Hyrule. You might be surprised at what you discover. Even battles will look different. You could pick up and throw a rock echo, for example. That's not all, though. You can also create echoes of monsters. After doing so, they'll fight by your side. Monsters have different abilities, so choose the one you want to create based on the situation. Wisdom is key after all. In a Hyrule without Link, the fate of the kingdom is now in Zelda's hands.
See this sort of aesthetic? It fits
was that?
Zelda so much.
I hope you
can
enjoyed
either
this
have like
demonstration
a
of the
Tears of the
Echo
Kingdom
Road,
type
which channels
motif,
Princess
or you can
Zelda's
have like a
wisdom.
top-down
There are a lot of echoes in
chibi
my
style motif,
To be honest,
and it just
I haven't
fits
counted them all
regardless
yet.
of what you do with it. That's how
How
good
you
Zelda
solve
is.
puzzles and battle enemies will change depending on the echoes used. In short, we've created a game where each player's experience will be different. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom launches September 26th. A Nintendo Switch Lite system inspired by the Legend of Zelda series will also be available at launch. We hope you're looking forward to playing as Zelda in this new adventure.
This is
Now,
kind of OP.
I'd like
Yes,
to
it
return
is.
this moment I'd stolen away back to Mr. Takahashi.
Literally the ability to copy anything that she sees. Well, it depends on the item, but it really is kind of a big list, because if she's capable of copying enemies she faces, all it takes is for her to find one big overpowered enemy, copy them, and then just set them loose out in the battlefield, and your enemy's dead. That's kind of an overpowered ability. Bed. Copy. Table. Copy. Incredibly dangerous monster that took me hours to defeat. Copy. And now I use incredibly dangerous monster that took me hours to defeat. And now it's killing everything else. The ability to copy anything that you see is kind of an overpowered ability. Just Dance, no one cares. Lego Horizon Adventure, we've seen that. Stray is coming to the Switch. Tales of the Shire. A Hobbit game. Tales of Bilbo and the Shire. Tales of the Shire. A Lord of the Rings game. Let me see. Ace Attorney, Investigations Collection, 100 Line, Last Defense Academy, Romancing. Here we go. Here's the good part. Here's a good one. Woo! Woohoo! A brand new Metroid! See, some people recognize who this is, but I have no idea who that is. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond! $2025.
That was a first look at Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. After a very long time, we are finally able to share more information about this title. Release is planned for 2025. so please wait a little bit longer. We hope you're looking forward to Samus Aran's new adventure. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
And that's it for the Nintendo Direct. So the ones that stuck out to me the most was the new... Excuse you. Who told you you could play? So the thing that stuck out to me the most was, of course, Metroid Prime, but also the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, and the Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom game. Sure, we have the Mario and Luigi Brothership game at the front, but the other three I mentioned, those are the ones that stood out to me the most. Now, in Metroid Prime 4, I mean, I'm glad that we got to see more of it. Can I say that I've never played a single Metroid Prime game before? I've never played one. Okay, let me see. Game mode showcase 6 days ago. I missed this. Yeah, I missed this for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Let's check out the game mode.
A test of power.
The legendary Budokai Tenkaichi series
True battle begins.
ignites a whole new level of power.
To a million pieces, just like I did that earlier.
You talking about thrilling? Don't you dare! I'm not going to hell alone. You were on for the ride. Are you ready? Do it! Well, the way you slice it, there's only one way to save her. Goodbye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan. Goku, wait! What? Never forgive you for this! Now you will suffer my wrath! You are a prison boy! I will show you the true form of autonomous ultimate. It's my turn, yes! Change everything, then! Just stop it! Don't think you can win! There's no way to beat this.
Now, mind you, this was the trailer. But this is a 6-minute video to showcase the gameplay!
皆さんこんにちは。ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロのメインプロデューサーの古谷と申します。本日はよろしくお願いいたします。先ほど皆様に見ていただいたのは6月上旬に公開したトレーラーでした。映像にもありました通り、本作は10月10日に発売決定いたしました。応援してくださっている皆様には改めて感謝申し上げます。発売を楽しみにお待ちいただけたらと思っています。今回はトレーラーではお伝えしきれなかった2つのゲームモード、エピソードバトルとカスタムバトルの詳細を新規ゲーム映像を使用してお伝えいたします。まずはエピソードバトルです。このモードは悟空やベジータなど8人のキャラクターから選んだキャラクター目線で原作の物語に沿ったシチュエーションのバトルを楽しめる一人用のモードです。物語の流れやシチュエーションが分かる導入パートと実際にプレイするバトルパートを繰り返しながら進めていくものになっております。キャラクターごとにボリュームは様々ですが、最も長い悟空についてはドラゴンボール Z のラディッツとの戦いから始まり、ドラゴンボールスーパーの力の大会編の戦いまでのバトルステージが用意されています。原作で苦戦していた相手と歯応えのあるバトルが楽しめるようになっていたり、一部の物語パートは一人称視点で楽しめるなど、キャラクターとしての体感を味わえるモードになっています。一部のステージに限られますが、物語のターニングポイントとなっていた場面での選択やバトルの結果次第で原作とは異なる場面に出くわすこともありますので、ぜひドラゴンボールのキャラクターになったつもりでお楽しみください。以上がエピソードバトルの説明となります。そして2つ目のモード、カスタムバトルをご紹介いたします。こちらはオリジナルのシチュエーションのバトルを楽しめるモードです。カスタムバトルモードの中にあるエクストラバトルでは、 ゲームオリジナルのさまざまなシチュエーションのバトルをお楽しみいただけ
Wow,
ます。
y'all been talking in chat the whole time, and
中には
chat
特殊な
stopped
勝利条件のものや
updating on my
途
phone.
中で
I'm
イベント演
sorry.
出が挟まるものなど
I'm sorry.
通常のバトルとは異なる戦い
Hold on, I gotta stop. This would be the second time we played mainly as Zelda, I think, so she could probably copy bosses. Metroid, isn't Samus taller than you? Yes, Samus is definitely taller than me. I'm like, what, 5'7", 5'8"? Michael Crazy, I'm so happy I'm getting physical copies for Marvel vs. Capcom. There are actually some crazy positive controversy for Marvel vs. Capcom. You ain't alone. I never played a Metroid game in my life. I'm so ready for this game. Can you still do a Majin Buu impression?
Of course I can! Boo is hungry! You eat all of Boo's food! Boo turned you into candy!
Yeah, there you go.
戦いもお楽しみいただけます。またエディットモードではプレイキャラクターやバトル前後のカットシーン、会話などをプレイヤーの皆様が自由に設定してオリジナルのバトルを作ることができます。そして作ったものはアップロードして世界中のプレイヤーの皆様と共有できますので、ぜひ皆様の思い描くシチュエーションのバトルを披露し合って楽しんでいただけたらと思っております。エクストラバトルを含め既存のバトルをカスタマイズして新たなバトルを作ることもできますので、ぜひいろいろなバトルを作って遊んでみてください。以上、エピソードバトル、カスタムバトル2つのメインモードのご紹介でした。またゲームモードに加え皆様から多くの声を頂戴しているオフラインバトルに関してもお話ができればと思います。本作はプレイヤーの皆様がどれだけドラゴンボールのキャラクターになりきった体験ができるかということにフォーカスして開発を進めてまいりました。気を高めるだけで風が巻き起こったり天気が変わったり、バトルの余波で岩や建物が豪快に壊れたりなど、超パワーをより気持ちよく体感できるよう最新のプラットフォームだからこそ実現できるさまざまな演出をリアルタイムに描くようにしています。それらの表現とかつてのような画面分割でのローカル対戦とを両立させるのは困難であったものの、皆様により良いゲーム体験を提供できるよう今作ならではの形を模索し、オンラインでの対戦を前提とした一人用のゲームとして開発を進めてまいりました。ただ少しでもより
So here's the thing. The one big disappointment about Sparking Zero is that I won't be able to fight my sisters in like a split screen mode or local, because they made this with a single player mode in mind and then online multiplayer mode in mind. So you ain't gonna be sitting next to your friends in your house just having split screen co-op fighting each other. It ain't gonna be none of that, unfortunately. That's just one downside.
多くの方、多くのシチュエーションで遊んでいただきたいと思い、結果、精神と時の部屋限定で画面分割対戦を実装できること。
Split screen is in the hyperbolic time chamber. We have local co-op. Were you about to say it's in the hyperbolic time chamber just as that portion shows up in the video? After careful consideration, we have decided to implement the split screen multiplayer mode exclusively within the hyperbolic time chamber. So as soon as I say something, it shows it in the video.
こととなりました。もともと一人用前提で作ってきておりましたため、バトル開始前のキャラクター選択画面では2人同時に選択ができず切り替えが必要といった不便な箇所が残ってしまいますが、身近な人とお楽しみいただけると嬉しいです。今回ご紹介させていただくゲーム内容は以上となりますが、本作の魅力がお伝えできていれば幸いです。また現在予約解禁しております。
So, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So, pre-order bonus, early unlock for all the different versions of Vegito. No, wait, or is that Gogeta? No, that's Gogeta. All the different versions of Gogeta, and then you have the different versions of Broly. Normal state Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, and Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. And then Gogeta has like normal Gogeta, and then Super Saiyan Gogeta, and then Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Wait, that is Gogeta, right? Hold on. I hope I'm not getting it mixed up. Aha! I was right, it is Gogeta. Okay, because Vegito is the one that has like the overall blue. But look at this deluxe edition though. 3 days early. But think about all the characters, like all the spaces that we saw for characters from the base trailer, and then we've seen all these new characters added for every additional video. And then it's saying it's adding more characters on top, including wait a minute, hold on. We're getting both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 from the superhero movie, but we're also getting characters from Daima? And I wonder what summoning Shenron does.
通常版だけではなく、発売より少し先に本編をプレイすることができるアーリーアクセスが入ったデジタルデラックスエディションやアルティメットエディションなど様々な販売系。
Whoa, okay, so the Season Pass DLC 1, 2, and 3, 20 plus playable characters, Summon Shenron Ultimate Edition gives you Goku's super costume with power pole, emote, voice set, 1 customization item, 2 player card backgrounds, and the ability to summon Super Shenron. I'm just thinking about what you can do with regular Shenron, but what can you do with Super Shenron? You know, the one thing you can go to have any wish granted without any limitation on a multiversal scale? What kind of things can you wish for?
携帯を用意しておりますので、チェックしていただければ幸いです。予約特典はキャラクター6体の早期開放券に加え、プレイヤブルキャラクター1体が手に入るものになっておりますのでお見逃しなく。他にも本作に登場するキャラクターに焦点を当てたキャラクタートレーラーも公開しておりますのでぜひご覧ください。引き続き発売に向けて全力を尽くしてまいりますので今後ともぜひドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロをよろしくお願いいたします。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
October 11th. Man, October 11th is going to be busy. It's going to be busy. And I'm saying this as a person who's clearly not going to be already busy with Elden Ring this week. Matter of fact, let's look at the journey so far, real quick.
How could it come to this? Long ago, the Elden Ring brought prosperity to the lands between.
Let's get you caught up.
One day, it was shattered. The shards, great runes of enormous power, fell into the hands of the demigods. And although the demigods fought for control, in the end, there was no victor. And so began an era without a lord. Until, from across the sea of fog, a tarnished of no renown arrives at the lands between. The tarnished takes their first steps into the world, knowing not what awaits them.
Everyone's favorite friend.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord.
Tarnished accepts Melina's request and begins a journey to bring her to the base of the Erd Tree. As they explore, the lands between become known to the Tarnished, and they gain power, shaping themselves in their own way.
Man,
throughout their journey,
everything
they
about
cross
this
paths
game.
with unlikely allies.
Death has left its mark once again.
Rise with us against the Erd Tree.
Listen, the fingers speak. And fearsome foes that stand in their way.
Well, a lowly Tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee, kneel!
So much power in the hands of one Tarnished, growing in strength with every trial, who crossed the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring, and become the Elden Lord. The lands between are yours to discover.
This game is such an anime! It's such an anime! Woo! This week! Woo! Woo! Martial arts! Yes! Memory lane is crazy. It is. It is. Elden Ring. A game that many of us were like really looking forward to. But when we found out that this game was legendary, when it had people in a chokehold for 6 months, when we found out this is the Elden Ring is the epitome of what you would call built different, in terms of this is a game that everyone who owns a console that can play it should play. Even if you've never played a Souls-like, this can be your introduction. But now we getting a DLC. And the DLC is already getting reviews. Must play. 10 out of 10. We eating good. We eating good, ladies and gentlemen. I want martial arts, let me throw hands. Oh, you will. You will. Iron Pineapple played it for 3 hours, and his thumbnail, even though it doesn't show it here, his thumbnail says it's peak. It's peak. Ah, man. And then only Waifu is playing, only 3 more days until the DLC. Everyone's getting ready. Everyone is getting ready. But we also need to be careful because apparently there are some spoilers out there for Shadow of the Erdtree. So if you're not trying to be spoiled on it, be very careful what Elden Ring content you entertain. If you have to watch any Elden Ring content, I highly suggest either Maxor, you know, like how Smug-Alana has right here, or watch VaatiVidya. If you want some real Elden Ring goodness without being spoiled prematurely, you can watch either one of them. They're very good. And they'll also help you get get you caught up with the lore for Elden Ring. As well as, you know, for people who are not very big on the story of Elden Ring, as far as like they don't know much of anything, you can check. I highly suggest you check out VaatiVidya because he's incredibly well informed as far as like studying the lore and the descriptions and characters of Elden Ring as a whole. So if you want to understand a great deal of the Elden Ring world, then check him out. If you want to see Elden Ring but taken to the point of insanity, but it's also very entertaining to watch, you can watch Maxor. And if you want to watch someone who's just absolutely fantastic at the game and just playing it in general and leaves you with a good experience afterwards, Watch me. Look, I'm plugging my channel while y'all on my channel. I'm plugging everything. I'm plugging my channel. I'm plugging my memberships. Be a member and everything and all that because, you know, it helps. But that's just a recap for Elden Ring. I am massively excited for what we're about to get from Elden Ring. There was something else that you guys wanted me to check out. I'm not going to look at any of the previews. I'm not going to look at, because I know some people have played it and had some first impressions, and people were just like, there is no way that Elden Ring, that FromSoft, because it's crazy that because with the way things are sounding, it's like FromSoft has not only struck lightning once, not just once, not twice, but 3 times in a row. How? Elden Ring. And then they take a break and do Armored Core. And then they take a break and do Shadow of the Erdtree. How are you striking lightning in the same place 3 times? FromSoft is just built different. They're just built different. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Let me see. I think there was something else that you guys wanted me to watch as well. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC review. IGN gives it a 10 out of 10. I'm only checking to see if there was anything gaming news related that popped up. Not really, aside from the Nintendo Direct. Oh, My Adventures with Superman comic pays tribute to Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama with special cover. Okay. And I don't think there was anything else except more collaboration stuff. More collaboration stuff for Call of Duty. Hey, Gajil, remember when you and I looked at the Gundam collaboration for Call of Duty? Bro, the fighting game community is healing. I feel like gaming is healing for once, and I'm happy. So, in order of every place that had like a great showcase for games, at the top, the Nintendo Direct. Then underneath that, the Microsoft showcase, the Xbox showcase. I'm gonna be honest with you, they did have some good things. At the bottom of it was PlayStation. They had some things, but not everything was hitting. Not everything. Even though I did like a great deal of what they had, not all of it was hitting. Microsoft had some really good stuff showcasing for theirs, and Nintendo pretty much had the absolute best, but it was just a step higher. And I think the thing that really saved it was Metroid 4. Considering how long it's been since people have actually heard from that game, Metroid 4 was the saving grace, was the big saving grace for the Nintendo Direct today. So Nintendo, Xbox, and then PlayStation. They have a respect for paying customers and are not short-sighted like Bethesda. Yeah, look. Y'all heard? Oh, did y'all hear about the debacle going on with like Bethesda and how they tried to release a new update for Starfield and then started charging people money for like paid DLC from the Creation Club? Hold on. Starfield. But yeah, FromSoft will always get my money simply because they actually understand my time and respect my time, and I know I am not going to waste it. Where is it? People are on, let me see, paid mods. Because we're reacting to different things. Starfield adds pricey paid mods, gets flooded with negative reviews, and mass downvoted. Let me look up an article for it. Here it is. Let's see. Starfield paid mods. I'm not going to Kotaku because Kotaku is trash. Where is it? Paid mods. Review bombing on Steam. Getting review bombed on Steam following paid mods. Let's see. Right here. I heard Xbox isn't getting the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. That's what I heard as well, because they didn't show up. Their symbol didn't show up on Marvel vs. Capcom. Switch PlayStation and PC, but not Xbox at all. Let's see. As Starfield Steam reviews plunge to mostly negative, Todd Howard responds to paid mods backlash. We are going to take a look at that. Normally it shouldn't be a hard thing to look at, like, hey, people don't like this. Let's not do it. Don't try to think of another way to still do it, but also appease people at the same time, because clearly people don't want it. See, that's the issue with a lot of gaming companies right now, is they see an issue, but still want to try and make as much money as possible, so they're trying to find a middle ground. See, this response of we are going to take a look at that, that sounds like we're going to find a way for us to still make money from this, but not make it in a way where people don't like us. That's not a response of we're removing it or making it so you ain't got to pay for it. FromSoft uses DLC to add a complete game, unlike Capcom that uses DLC to complete a game that they cut content from. Yeah, Capcom is not exempt from the whole nonsense of, like, we're going to release a $60 game, but we're going to release $230 worth of DLC that you can buy in pieces. So there's a difference between filet mignon, prepared by Gordon Ramsay, before he apparently had his recent accident that kind of left him shaking a little bit, versus a cheeseburger from your mama's homemade McDonald's restaurant. And loudly talking CDPR, they're not going to live to 2027 down. I don't know what you're getting at concerning Cyberpunk 2077, because they've already redeemed themselves with their updates and their DLC. So it's not like they're not going to live it down. They already got past that. They're like one of the few companies that just took a very negative launch and turned it into a successful, capping point for their games. They're fine. People can talk about how badly Cyberpunk was at the beginning all they want to, but the fact that it's no longer that same game, the same way No Man's Sky was once regarded as one of the worst games out there, and now they are so high up in people's positive opinions that people are just waiting with bated breath for the very next thing that they're doing, with not just with No Man's Sky, but also Light No Fire. CDPR is fine. It's people who can't get over the launch that keep trying to say, like, oh, they'll never live it down. They're past that already. Edge Runners really did revitalize CDPR and Cyberpunk as a whole. So, hey, they already did it. The release was an embarrassment. With the DLC, the game is complete. Still, they shipped bad product. They shipped bad product at first, and then they fixed it. That's the end product. That's the end result. Still calling it you gotta get over it. You get over it. They already redeemed themselves. They're fine. Bringing up the past is no different than IGN bringing up what they did concerning Black Myth Wukong, but still trying to say, like, oh, they did good with the preview, but we're still gonna bring up the mess that they did previously when they have already fixed that problem. Can't really bring it up all the time. That's just let it go. Let it go. It's not that big a deal. So getting back to Starfield, I still don't understand why the response of we are going to take a look at that is not we are going to remove it. Because let's read through this real quick. We playing that Punisher beat 'em up? Oh yeah, we are. Bethesda Game Studios chief Todd Howard has responded to a backlash over Starfield's paid mods, confirming the developer will look at its pricing model for creation's content. On Steam, it's not the price, it's not the fact that people don't want to be charged like $7 for a single Starfield mission. Wait, what? Wait. What? Hold on, I saw $7 for a single Starfield mission. What do you mean? On Steam, Starfield's recent user reviews are now on mostly negative after disgruntled players hit out at Bethesda for charging $7 for a single Starfield mission. So you mean to tell me the mission is so good it is worth $7? How many missions are on this mod page for Starfield? The second mission of the recently released Trackers Alliance is only available as a Starfield creation and costs $7 or 700 credits. Creations are built via Starfield's Creation Kit and include free and paid for mods. Creations include new missions, gear, skins, and weapons. Here's the official blurb from Bethesda. Trackers Alliance establishes the first of several missions, enabling you to live your best bounty hunting life. So instead of... Oh my god. Okay, so you mean to tell me that adding the ability to be a bounty hunter is a mission you first add into the game, but every single mission you gotta pay for? Trackers Alliance establishes the first of several missions enabling you to live your best bounty hunting life. Meanwhile, No Man's Sky does that for free. The first mission, the Starjacker, will have you in contact with a mysterious tracker located in settlements throughout the settled systems. From there, let the hunts begin. The second Trackers Alliance mission, the Vulture, is available within the new Creations menu. And what bounty hunter is without their trusty methods to get the job done? While this latest backlash revolves around the Vulture mission, Bethesda has faced criticism over paid mods before. Indeed, it's the studio's continued effort to enable paid mods for its games that have rubbed some players up the wrong way. Really? Another push for curated paid mods no one asks for, reads one negative Steam review. There is a simple reason why many players and modders enjoy modding their games for decades. It is done as a hobby, for players by players, without corporate responsibilities and apart from donation opportunities without asking for or expecting monetary compensation. You are not aiding modding in the slightest, and they're not. You are trying to turn modding into a business opportunity. Oh, yeah, because that's the issue here. That's the issue here. Whenever I see, yes, of course, give me your money. It's like the only way to fix this is for people to stop buying. But people won't stop buying because there will always be tempting reasons for people to come back. And some people, and the thing is, the reason why this will continue is because the people who buy this stuff versus the mass majority that don't want to buy this stuff, the people who buy this stuff will be the ones that seem like, okay, this is a good sign. This group of people like it, so let's keep doing it. It doesn't matter if the vast majority says, hey, we're not buying this. We're not getting into it. We want nothing to do with it. As long as there's a couple thousand or a couple 100,000 people that enjoy it versus the millions that don't, they're going to keep doing it because they see those individuals as the whales that they are and will give them the money they need in order for them to say, like, you know what? We did good. I can sleep on my bed of money as we continue to do this because I know at least there will be 100,000 people that will constantly buy this stuff. But this statement is very true. Whenever I see paid mods in games, such as, and really I just see paid mods in Bethesda games, Skyrim, Fallout 4, and now Starfield, Bethesda is not helping these modders. They are just taking their work and putting a price point behind it, because modding to them is a business opportunity. It is not something to actually aid the modding community. They just said, like, well, we're allowing you to mod your stuff into our games, and so that way you can market your games out there. But mods, when it comes to people creating mods, all of them are basically just people doing something as a hobby and then adding it to a game to, you know, switch up an experience. And a lot of mods concerning Bethesda games are mods to fix their games. That's how big it is. That's how serious this is, and Bethesda doesn't want to admit it, but modders do a far better job of managing and fixing their games than the actual people who are paid at Bethesda. There were so many mods that were meant to increase stability for Starfield, possibly encourage 60 FPS for Starfield, or add things in the games that Starfield just doesn't have that No Man's Sky has had for years, because Bethesda could not be bothered to create anything different than a starfaring Fallout game. So yeah, you are not aiding modding in the slightest. You are trying to turn modding into a business opportunity, to be a parasite that profits from unpaid work you do not want to do yourselves. And this statement is right, because if Bethesda really wanted to, they would be able to add a lot of this stuff that is being, you know, modded into the game. It would already be in it. It could either be like a free update, or part of DLC. But unfortunately, Bethesda, as creative as they like to see themselves, they are creatively bankrupt. Let me see. Because people contribute monetarily to things that they supposedly hate, the exec that compared gamers to picky babies was correct. See, that's the reason why I can't get behind the idea of hate buying something. If you don't like something, don't engage in it. It's that simple. If you don't like something, don't engage in it. If you don't like a game, don't buy the game to tell people how much you don't like the game. Just tell people you don't like the game and move on. People will hate buy and hate watch stuff. And some, it gets a pass. Like people who watch The Acolyte and how bad that is, they're very informative because they're letting everyone know that Star Wars as we know it is dead and Lucasfilm is just mangling a already dead corpse that is Star Wars, unfortunately. So, but people who in turn buy games that they say they already don't like just to get up on a soapbox and say like, I don't like this game, you shouldn't support them. I'm like, why did you buy the game then? A bigger statement would have been not giving them your money at all. The satisfaction of them not taking your well-earned dollars. But, you know, you can't tell people. Sometimes I wish I was not part of this community. Don't call me a gamer anymore. Oh, gamer is still a good term. It's just that it doesn't have as much impact as it used to. Because being a gamer now is you either play the most popular games that are out right now, or sometimes people see gamer as a person that will shill for a certain company regardless of how badly or poorly they handle games. So, while I can understand being called a gamer is not necessarily a bad thing yet. It's not a bad thing yet. Are you happy about Starfield getting paid mods? No! In an interview with YouTube channel Mr. Matty Plays, Todd Howard responded directly to the criticism and confirmed plans to look again at Bethesda's pricing for creations content. How about the stuff that should be in the game that feels like it's built for the game be free for the game? We hear that. Let me talk like Todd Howard. We hear that feedback too, Howard said. First of all, I'd say that stuff gets priced based on things that we've done before, both in Creation Club and then Fallout 76, because Fallout 76 is such a fine example for you to pattern your game model after. Sure, it sounds, as far as I know, it's good now, I think it's good now, but that shouldn't be the thing that you're trying to follow off of, because the main issue with Fallout 76 is that it really likes to encourage people to go to the Atomic Shop, where it has a lot of pay to succeed mechanics in there. Remember how there are like certain storage units that you can't get in the game that you can get inside the Atomic Shop. And I'm going off of my knowledge from the last time that I played the game. But there are certain things you can only get in the Atomic Shop that you cannot get in game by earning. But they won't be able to charge more money and paywall things, Q. Get with the program. I refuse to get with the program. I refuse to get with the program where it's okay for things that should be in the base game to be behind the paywall. And they expect you to go along with it. Otherwise, you're truly missing out. Bro, they're making a Kaiju number 8 mobile game. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, they're making one of those. Yeah, can we stop turning anime and manga into mobile games? You know it's gonna be a gacha. You already know it's gonna be a gacha. And if I know, and just going off of my head, because I remember the trailer for the Kaiju number 8 mobile game, it is going to be a gacha. It is going to be a gacha, just like My Hero, The Strongest Hero, which lets you, move around this wide open environment. It's fully 3D, but the combat is so incredibly grindy and mobile game-ish, where you really have to level up your characters, dedicate a whole bunch to a bunch of grinding, and enemy health bars will be all the way up in the 40s and 50s, and the only way you're going to be able to get really strong is if you just grind forever. Or fork out a couple of dollars so you can have a chance of summoning the character and then summoning them again, so that way you can upgrade their special abilities or whatever it is that increases their stats overall multiple times over, so you can always have a leg up in the game. You know, that's the stopgap. So I'm calling it now. It's going to do exactly that. It's not going to be turn-based. It's going to be open where you get to fight and hit the buttons and your phone heats up after 5 minutes of play. I'm looking at you, Solo Leveling Arise. And you're playing, and then you get to a point where the bosses just start doing phenomenal damage, and you can't get stronger because either the areas where you can level up quickly are limited per day, or you gotta constantly level yourself up by tedious and overly tedious grind. Let me see. You know how good it'd be as a Muso game? Look, all the anime games that are currently on mobile would do far better as action RPGs on consoles or as a Muso game. Solo Leveling would have been better on consoles. Period. I don't care how good you may think that it being on mobile is. I'm not using my phone runs hot. My phone runs hot trying to run Solo Leveling Arise. And I hate the feeling of my phone being hot. Because when stuff starts to overheat, stuff starts to malfunction. And I'm not a fan of games doing that to, the very thing you need to be in contact with people with when you need it most. Oh, let me just play some Solo Leveling Arise for an hour. And then and then you need your phone, but your battery's drained halfway simply because of a video game. Not a fan. Let me see. I don't have a problem with anime mobile games, but they always make it a gacha. If they didn't only make anime gacha games, I don't think anime mobile games would be viewed so badly. But here's the thing. They won't make mobile games that aren't gachas because gachas are profitable. That's the only reason why there are so many well-known series that are being turned into gacha games, simply because one, gachas are successful, and they know people will pay out of pocket to have their favorite characters from their favorite series if they really try and grind hard enough or just spend a couple of dollars. It's successful. That's the reason why they keep making mobile gachas. It ain't got nothing to do with people saying they enjoy gachas, because I've never met a single person that says they love playing gacha games. Specifically because it's a gacha. Let me be specific. I've never seen a single person say, I love gachas because it's a gacha. A lot of people like a lot of gacha games simply because of either the character designs or the gameplay, but never because it's simply a gacha game. So there's really no appeal to gacha games by players. There's appeal for the gameplay mechanics, depends on the game, but not it being a gacha. So whoever asked for mobile gacha games, where are you? I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. Just want to talk. But that's how I feel. Remember Code Vein? If only they would make an actual anime Souls game that would print money. Look! We need our Code Veins. We need our God Eater 3s. Where is it? We need our Persona 5 Strikers. I gotta put this back up here. I ain't trying to. I alphabetize all my stuffs. We need some more of that. Where is our next Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise? Where is that? Let me see. What's another good one? Where's our next Attack on Titan 2? Where's that? Where's our next Berserk Band of the Hawk? Where's that? What else we got? What else we got up in here? We got too many good games for them to be thinking that mobile is the only thing that we need. Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, yeah, those are the only ones that people like playing because of the gameplay and the characters, but not because it's a gacha. Like, give me Code Vein, Elden Ring / DD2 Combat. Look, give me anime games that play like Grand Blue. Give me those games. because Code Vein is essentially anime Souls. Basically like the closest thing we can get to like a Tokyo Ghoul Souls game. That's actually what Code Vein is. This is the closest we can get to a Tokyo Ghoul anime Souls game. So that's that. But I'm tired of mobile being seen as the best option simply because they know they can highly monetize it. Not because it's a better playing experience, because let me inform you, and we all know this. We all know this already. The only reason why anime games are being put on mobile and rarely on consoles is simply because there is a profit avenue to be obtained from it. Not because the games will play better on phones, because no one plays their games on phones if they're looking for maximum performance and power, because it's a mobile phone. That's what consoles are for. Consoles are for the high-grade, heavy-duty games that require maximum output, maximum effort from hardware in order to put out. That's what those are for. Mobile games are for you to just play in passing a couple of minutes at a time and then do something else. Text your friends, look at Instagram, doom scroll through Twitter or whatever. But mobile games are being made, especially anime mobile games are being made simply because there is profit to be made from the IP that can be heavily monetized. Oh, let's monetize them getting weapons. Let's monetize them getting characters. Let's monetize them getting resources so that they can get these characters. Let's monetize an entire pass, like a season's pass or like a annual pass that they can pay for that'll give them more benefits from people who refuse to pay for it, because they like to split it down the middle. Genshin is guilty of this as well, and I believe Honkai Star Rail is guilty of this as well. When I played Solo Leveling Arise, they have this whole membership thing that you can be a part of that'll give you more bonuses, and it's a massive bonus. Like, there's an aspect in the game. It's just an aspect of the game. Hold on, I played Grand Blue Relink. It was just okay, to be honest. No character creation. Usually it kills it for me, but I did like the characters. Grand Blue is never going to put you in a position of you creating your character whatsoever. It's got that the appeal is the characters as a whole, as a lore. So that's, hey, I ain't gonna knock your decision, but that's just you. But it's a phenomenal game though. It's a phenomenal game though. Let's also monetize the oxygen they need to breathe. That's a good business decision. See, the appeal, there really isn't, I won't say there's an appeal. Oh, Gazio, you got another video? I won't say there's an appeal for mobile games to be made, because frankly, there isn't. But there's an appeal. Oh, snap. Yo. Okay, hold on. Gazio just came in with something. Okay, all the supers and ultimate attacks and sparking 0? How? How is this possible? How is this possible? All supers and ultimate attacks and sparking 0? Hold on, we gotta check this out. But let me finish what I gotta say about mobile games. There's a monopoly to be made in just creating things for mobile, simply because how easy it is to nickel and dime a game, but also make it so appealing that people are willing to, accept that I feel has made a presence that really shouldn't be a presence in video games. If you say you're going to make an anime game, mobile should not be the first choice, simply because you see dollar signs. If you're making it on mobile, then it should be because mobile was the best choice, not because it's one of the most easily monetizable things you can do for an anime IP in a video game form, but simply because it would work better on mobile phones. You will never hear that said, though, because games that want to run the absolute best, mobile phones would not be the best place to put it. It would be consoles. The only reason why they're being put on mobile phones is because of how much they can monetize it, that just would not fly on console games. It just wouldn't fly. So it's annoying. It's annoying that I keep seeing all these anime IPs, Kaiju Number 8, Solo Leveling, One Piece, and 7 Deadly Sins, Grand Cross, all these different IPs, and pretty soon there's supposed to be a Jujutsu Kaisen mobile game that's supposed to be coming out as well. That's probably going to see a lot of monetization as well. That it's like, just give us these games on consoles. That's all we want. That's all we want. But let's check out this video where it has all the attacks for. Yeah, this is footage from people who played Sparking Zero at Game Fest.
Alright, you guys, before the video starts, I have to give a huge shout out to all of the content creators that made this video possible.
And this is a video from Argeen, if that's how you pronounce his name.
Compiled a bunch of stuff in order to include every single super and ultimate attack we've seen so far in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So humongous shout out to Globku, Dorodoya, Syriax, Afrosenzu, Nanogenics, a bunch of other hard to pronounce names because they're Japanese, and special thanks and a shout out to Storm Master, who compiled a big part of this video for our convenience. If you guys want to check out the people that made this video possible, I will have a link in the description and as a pinned comment of all of the channels, so make sure to check them out. I will also be including timestamps in this video in case you guys...
Do you guys not have phones? I have a phone, I'm just not playing games on my phone. The phone's for music and phone calls. Look, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. The moment the Diablo team, the people from Blizzard said that, I'm like, oh, y'all stupid. Y'all stupid if y'all think people are on their phones that much that you should make a mobile game and try to heavily monetize it. Because we all remember Diablo Immortal. We all remember that. That was a very fun time watching that whole situation just burn to the ground. It was funny.
I want to check out a specific character, and with that being said, let's get straight into the video and react to every single super and ultimate so far in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Alright, and starting with base form Goku, the classic Kamehameha. Once again, a humongous shout out to Storm Master for compiling a big part of this. Oh, Kaioken Kamehameha, you love to see it. Kaioken Rush move. Of course, I don't know why on Majin Buu though, but that is still sick. Alright, that was clean. What is that? Yo, why is he moving like that? Yo, knee in the face. Oh, he moves. Yo, that's just like the move. Oh, that was sick. That was just like the move that UI Goku uses in Dragon Ball Fighters. And the classic Genki Dama.
Al menos en lo tocante al manejo de los luchadores individuales. La complejidad que la hay.
Beautiful, bro. The SFX in this game are top notch. What is that? Yo, that looks absolutely sick! Yo! What are these supers? Ah, that's gotta be the classic against Frieza. Yeah, that's the classic against Frieza. Yeah, obviously. The tournament stage. They gotta retreat. Shit's about to go down, boy. You better leave. Wait, he's using that move on his son? Yo! The close-up on his face! Yo, that was fire! Nah, that was way too cold, bro. And the winning pose. He's disappointing his son. That's gotta be the classic Kamehameha of Super Saiyan. Oh! Yo, that is sick! That is more than a simple Kamehameha. Yo, the impact frames! Oh my goodness! That was more than a simple Kamehameha. Super Saiyan 3.
Twin Dragon Fist. Behind the back, Super Saiyan 3. Oh, it looks so good, dude. Look at that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen that from Dodo.
Cinematics
that is
for
sick,
these
though.
moves are
Yo,
absolutely
that is so
amazing.
beautiful. And that's gotta be the
like
Dragon
the animations
Fist.
and
Bro,
just
I wanna
how
say something.
smooth
Hold up.
they are.
Dragon Fist. That is looking immaculate. Dude, I want to talk about the previous Kamehameha. The Super Saiyan 2 Kamehameha. It looked like the father-son Kamehameha. With the exception of the son, it was only Goku. Bro, Super Saiyan 3 looking insane though. Alright. I'm so excited. Super Saiyan Goku Kamehameha!
Kamehameha!
Beautiful. This game cannot get any prettier, dude.
3 key.
Alright, Goku Blue now.
Goku in here? No. No.
Punching.
Real quick, let me see. I have to respect the guy that said it, though he knew he was going to take the L. The audience knew he was going to take the L, but he still had to take one for the team. Yeah, you can see it on his face when he got that question. When he was all like, "Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?" Finding out that the next Diablo game was actually going to be on a mobile game. Yeah, his face. He died in those seconds, but he had to respond quickly because he was kind of speechless. Why you had to do that? Because it was funny. Oh, Super Saiyan Red Kamehameha!
Rolf is enjoying all that he's seeing about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Hey, boy! You will face Rolf in Sparking Zero on October 11th. Thank you.
Yeah. I wonder if they are ever going to bring back some more Pure Blood Saiyans, or can Shenron bring them back? Shenron can't bring them back, but Super Shenron can, since Super Shenron is not limited in any wish that can be granted. So it'll be Super Shenron. Goku is just Son Wukong in the DBZ universe. Yes, he is. That would be news if most of us didn't know that already for the past 20-something years.
In the face.
No.
Pretty simple, but pretty effective nonetheless.
That's what that was, bro.
Alright, so I decided to include this too.
Bro, look at this shit. Look at that.
Yeah, this is looking immaculate. This is not a super, but I was still gonna include it. Super Saiyan Kaioken? What do you mean? Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, I mean. I'm sorry. Damn. I don't know. That counts as a transformation in my book.
The game with my people. Because I want to play Bardock.
Alright, and this looks like it's gonna be the classic.
Bardock and his
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kamehameha.
I mean,
in its full glory. Ooh! Damn! Oh, my man, he exploded! Alright, tournament stage, Goku vs Vegeta.
okay, so you're saying, I wonder if they're ever going to bring some more Pure Blood Saiyans, or can Shenron bring them back? Bardock. If you mean Bardock, I mean, he's dead, and I don't know if he's gonna, and if they were to bring him back, I don't know about development, considering he's, like, bro, this would be dope. Goku meets his match, even though his dad, but it would be a hype if this is Goku L. I have no idea what you're saying. I am sorry. I'm losing myself in that sentence.
We're both gonna charge up.
Bro, look at the aura that Goku is emanating, dude.
And then
Oh, Spirit Bomb.
The Spirit Bomb. This is where everything gets
Classic, classic.
bro.
Once again, people gotta evacuate, dude. I don't know how you escape from this. I mean, the whole planet's about to explode. But
Look at this. It's cinema.
yeah, try to go off. I don't know. Oh, going Goku Blue.
The Japanese actor makes Goku sound like a cranky grandma. Well, that's because Goku's voice actress is essentially a grandma. She's like, what, in her 80s? I think her name is Masashi? Hold on. Masako Nozawa. How old is she? Yeah, she's in her 80s. She's almost 90 years old. And she's been voicing Goku all these years. Yeah, she's been voicing Goku all of these years. And she says she aims to voice act for another 100 years. But yeah, Masako Nozawa, she's been voicing Goku for all of these years. Well, I think she deserves a retirement. Well, clearly she just said that she wants to keep voice acting. The same way Sir Ian McKellen wants to keep acting as Gandalf if given the chance. But yeah, this has always been the voice of Goku in the Japanese dub. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. But Lord's will, nothing happen, of course.
Jeez! Kaioken times 10!
Goku going crazy, bro.
Yo, my man said no, times 20! Yo, that was insane! Bro, I don't know, the creative, I don't know how it's called, creative liberty? Like, how they think of, like, Goku just going straight up Goku Blue from base form and saying Kaioken times 10. No, screw that shit. I'm going times 20.
Hold on. Cracking the IGL. I've just seen this game's reel on Instagram, and then I search it on YouTube, and got you. You are live. By the way, love from India. It's so cool how I get so many people from so many different countries that watches what I do. Much love for you from America. Hope you enjoy yourself here, Kraken. 90, yet she still functions better than you know who. It surprised me Luffy's Japanese VA is Krillin. Essentially, yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. They're taking so many risks with this game. I love it. I just love it. The what if scenarios, the tag team ultimates, which we haven't seen yet. Oh my god. Alright, some monkey action. I'm not gonna say no, but you do know who I'm waiting for. Baby Vegeta. Show me. I mean, he's not. They haven't revealed him yet, but I'm pretty sure GD is gonna be in the game, and I just cannot wait for Baby Vegeta Golden Ozaru, bro. That's where it's gonna be at. Beautiful colors, by the way. The color palette of the monkey man. Final flash with the impact frames. Clean. My man just missed. It's okay. He's gonna destroy the whole planet, so who cares? That is the top tier strategy right there. Who cares if I miss? The whole planet is about to explode.
These are what attacks are supposed to be doing in Dragon Ball games. They're not just destroying the ground. No, they got the potential to just destroy entire planets.
Oh, yo, that was clean, my guy. Where did they take that from? I don't even remember. The classic Big Bang looking sick. Bro, the camera work. It just makes it... the close-up in the face again!
You saw how the blast...
That's so sick!
I know the dude is talking a lot, but you saw how the blast got smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it impacted on his face? Kind of like Fire Lord Ozai. Like this guy's accent, is he Brazilian or something? I don't know.
Super Vegeta! Final flash! The final... Nice!
We are so far out.
His voice is fun to imitate, though.
What is that?
Look at this.
Damn, the rush, dude! Woo!
Bro, can we talk about how horrible the Dragon Ball Evolution movie was? Bro, 15 minutes in the movie, and as soon as I saw that gorilla, 13 or 14 foot tall gorilla, I turned the movie off. What you doing watching Dragon Ball Evolution, though? Huh? Where my glasses at? I need to go into teacher mode right now. Excuse me, Mr. CDs. Care to explain to the class why you were watching Dragon Ball Evolution? We would like to hear more. Of what you have to say, sir. 15 minutes. 15 minutes is a long time when you're in pain. We would like to know about your entire experience, sir. Tell the rest of the class. Be sure. Be articulate. Be detailed of your entire experience. That was 3 or 4 years ago. The fact that you still remember the 15 minutes you wasted watching that film. I was trying to see why people was trashing it. Not everything Dragon Ball related is successful. That's a clear indicator. You know, like Avatar, or like the Last Airbender. You know, the one with the horrible. Remember, I did a voiceover stream where I read through the entire script of Avatar, of The Last Airbender. It was painful. My God. In terms of, and that's the first time I've ever read through a script of a movie before. But that was just, it took 2 whole sessions to get through that. But my goodness, it was horrible. But yeah, haven't seen it and refused to. Good man. Bro, I was sick, but that gorilla part was it for me? Ozaru! Then you get Chow Yun Fat as Master Roshi. And then you say like the Kamea wave is one of the most original of the airbending techniques, and I'm like, no you didn't. No you didn't just try to throw an Avatar The Last Airbender reference in a live action Dragon Ball movie. And it was like, ooh, oh, the pain. oh, the pain. And it was so serious that the dude that was playing Goku was still apologizing for Dragon Ball Evolution. He stopped now because people have forgiven him, but still. Whew. That's a movie that have you looking tired like Mario with only 1% health in Super Mario 64. Whew. 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 Wait a minute. Whew. 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 Got you tired. Got you tired. Y'all ever did something that was so incredibly boring that it just made you tired instead of just bored? It's like your whole body just refuses to acknowledge that this could ever give you any sort of stimulus, and then your whole body just goes to sleep. It's literally like that. Let me see, you never watched a Dragon Ball movie? Oh, there's a lot of good ones, just avoid any of the live action. Dragon Ball Super Broly is a very good one. M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah. We call him M. Night Shyamalan. Even though it's Shyamalan, we call him Shyamalan. Oh yeah, I forgot. I sent you that. Let's see. Dragon Ball Evolution and the last Airbender movies are the bottom of the barrel. Only Uwe Boll video game films are comparable in quality. You remember, y'all know that Uwe Boll, who made like video game movies, would literally challenge people to fight him in boxing matches if they talked bad about his games. He had a stint of his life where he would fight people who criticized his movies in an actual boxing ring. Just to say, like, I beat you up, now you can't say my movie's bad. Like, how mentally unhinged are you? But back to the video.
Relax, it's only the end! Oh! Holy shit, where is that from? That was phenomenal. Holy crap. Talk to the hand. Classic. Bro, that Super Saiyan Vegeta though. That rush. That was insane. Oh, and the classic, the iconic, probably one of the most iconic scenes in Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta just blowing himself up and essentially just making a hole in the water, but still, I don't know why they keep handling my boy so many L's that he needs to shine at some point. Punch him in the face! Finally! It's time to shine! Shine brightly. You two possess a god's power. That's so sick. Oh, prominent super! No, I mean, that's from Boku no Hero Academia. Yo, anybody watching My Hero Academia? Bro, I'm gonna get shit on because I just said that. Bro, the community is it's coming for my ass. Ooh, what was that? Final Flash on steroids? I don't think I've ever seen that. Alright, interesting. Gogeta time! Let's go. Ooh, what is that explosion? Yeah, it's looking immaculate! Kinda looks like the... when they fuse. The tornado thingy. Big Bang Kamehameha, iconic. Nice. Super Saiyan Gogeta going for the rush attack. Yo, punch in the jaw. Dance a little bit, do a little bit of break dancing we're doing out here. That was sick. Oh, he's got more?
I think that one tracks too, but this is the last move I was able to do.
Oh! All right, they gave him this move.
Look at the beams from the sides.
Nice.
Look at like how
and I was thinking, where is that move? We've never seen that yet. We haven't.
Real quick, while I'm watching all these supers, I love it whenever the impact happens, you get that same colored smoke as the attack that's being used, and it just fills the screen. I like that added notion of these things causes massive explosions and massive dust clouds and smoke left over. It doesn't just quickly dissipate. It's there for a hot minute and it's very prominent. I think that really adds on to the whole scene as a whole.
Seen that yet? I mean, and the
Hold
soul
on,
pop.
what was that?
We haven't seen that yet. I mean, I was thinking, where is that movie? We've never seen that yet.
Which move was that?
We haven't seen that yet. I mean, and the Soul Punisher.
Okay. Gogeta got a straight up
That
hammer
is
of
one
dawn
move I'm gonna
attack.
say, like, right here, right now. It's looking better here than in Dragon Ball Fighters. The Kamehameha, though, which I'm probably pretty sure we're gonna see
Never mind,
next.
that's the hammer of dawn.
Yeah. This Kamehameha, it's looking alright. I'm not gonna lie, though. It's not better than Fighters. I mean, come on. fighters just did it better. It's so more lower accurate, more like way closer to the source material. Still, cool ultimate nonetheless. Time for some Broly-chan Senpayo! Laser beam from the mouth. I love
the
these.
dust clouds.
Gotta love the
happens
laser
from the
beams from the mouth. The halitosis attacks. Ooh! Oh my god, it's only Dr. Gero, bro. Relax! You're gonna break. Yo! Forget about any screw loose. This guy is just. Throw him to the scrapyard, he's done. Turn him into a car or something. Rush attack? Oh my god, that's brutal. Yo! In the stern, right in the stern, the laser beam. The beam. And another beam, alright. Beams for days. Seems like bully. Oh, that looked insane. Oh my god.
Real quick. Let's just talk on a fighting level. Can we just talk about levels of disrespect that you can use? It's the Soul Punisher from the Fusion Reborn and Super Broly movie. I forgot that. I'm gonna have to look at Super Broly again. Just because, just to have a refresher. But Gajil, since you're a fighting game expert, and a lot of you are fighting game experts, CJ I know is a bona fide fighting game expert as well as Gajil. Real quick, on levels, this guy talks way too much. I was really considering trying to find a video of this without the audio. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to the dude, but I was considering looking for a video of this, but without the added audio on top of it. So if need be, you know what? Let me see, because I want to give my own commentary. Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero. All ultimate attacks. Let me see if I can find one that doesn't have any commentary. If this is Stormmaster and it has no added audio, then I can fully commit to it.
Shout out to all the creators who provided the gameplay of the Sparking Zero. Without them, I wouldn't be able to make this video, like I said previously. Thank you everyone who made this video possible, I really mean it. Without you guys, we wouldn't see these amazing gameplays, and we really appreciate your hard work. As I promised in my previous video, in the case of missing some ultimate attacks, I will later on update the video. So I did exactly that. Hopefully this time around, these ultimate attacks are completed for now. Also, I included all the transformations at the end of the video, and I hope you enjoy.
We're good. You just did an intro. We're good. He just did an intro. We're good. Okay. So this is Goku. But we've pretty much seen a vast majority of these, and these are Goku in all of his forms. Yeah, Goku, all forms. Vegeta, all forms. Gogeta. Piccolo. Okay, here we are. Let's just go from Gogeta onwards.
Such as the super explosive wave looks so much better in this game than ever before in series history. I didn't stuff himself, like the rising vortex. Ugh! Tell me this isn't clean. Ooh, that's it, the rising vortex. You know I had to hit that.
Yeah, Gogeta has one that tracks your ass down. I think that one tracks too, but this is the last move I was able to do. Time was up right when I hit this. Dude. I mean, we've seen this in so many games now, right? But look at that.
Yeah, a lot of them have commentary. This, however, is fine compared to what we were watching before, because it was constant talking in the last one. This one at least gives us a little bit of breathing room to actually hear what's going on, so I can give my own commentary. Real quick, before I continue on. Real quick, yeah, what was my question? This has got to do with just like the fighting moves that we see in anime in games like this. On a level of absolutely disrespectful to just universally disrespectful. How y'all feel about someone just grabbing you by your face and then just dragging you throughout the map and then just beating on you, then grabbing you by the leg and slamming you over? I'm talking about Broly now. I'm talking about Broly and his whole moveset. How do you feel? Just how disrespectful is it for someone to literally grab you by your face? You know, your head got enough space, but not enough grip surfaces, not enough grip ridges, You know, sections where your fingers can dig in and hold on real quick, like a bowling ball. But how disrespectful is it for someone to grab you by your face and then just drag you around the room? See, if it was by the leg, you can at least say like, okay, I got a grip on the leg because my fingers got a grip around it. But someone just grabbing you by your face and then proceeding to just drag you everywhere or shove you places? I don't think there's anything more disrespectful than that, other than someone purposefully just kicking you in your face with their bare feet. You feel the toes, you got the arch. If they got a bunion, it digs into the cheek. Just how? How disrespectful. He gave him the Loki Hulk special, pretty much. Just raise the whole white flag and accept the L. So getting command grabbed into combo is universally disrespectful. But just getting grabbed by the face in general before you get beat up, that's another matter entirely. Real quick, right here. This moment right here. You get punched away, and then the person grabs you before you fly too far so they can beat up on you again. No. Disrespectful. Put the glasses on. We analyzing. We having a science class today. Let us have our physics lesson class in fighting games. You get knocked away, and then the person grab you by your wrist before you go too far. It's like, no, we continuing. And then just like, kidney punch, and pause. Kidney punch.
Here we go, hit him. Nice. Masenko.
Son momentos que, como digo, suceden de manera orgánica durante los propios combates, cuando se enfrentan, yo que sé, determinados personajes o se cumplen determinadas condiciones. Y precisamente por ahí va uno de los añadidos más...
He said the attack was very powerful and very big. I don't know what he said.
I'll unleash my true power.
Que convierten cada técnica en un festival para los sentidos. El problema es que suele ser un festival muy parecido, porque ese es el segundo truco que utiliza la saga para llegar a sus números, que hay muchísimos personajes.
Well, Gohan is my favorite character. I wish Team Gohan was in this demo, but unfortunately he wasn't. Anyway, so I use him, and he actually has a move that was not in Tenkaichi 3, and that's...
While he's maxed out and I'm maxed out, we could just press square infinitely. While we were doing that against each other, we were just super arming each other to death. Thought that was a little... But it's cool. Only thing that was a little iffy to me out of what I played, I just didn't like how that felt.
Where he did that. Now we're gonna land a basic Masenko. You'll see in this game one thing. Okay, Minion for him. Here's the Galagun. Looks good. We actually do land the K. Time. Here we go. This is Lightning Sword Slash. Very, very cool animation, but I feel like for a normal skill, the animation is just slightly too long. That was it. That was my only complaint. You can see it's still going. We land it. But I think this all costs like 3 bars. I feel like if you want to, you could just spam this.
That's quite a bit of damage for that one move for as long as that animation is going on. Trunks over here using a Moonlight Greatsword. That also can shoot out Comet Azure.
How Krillin was looking. Scatter Energy Wave, actually pretty good in this game. Boom, you can see it tracks. So only one bullet ended up mid of time. You got plenty of time. Here we go. Destructo Disc. It's looking good too. Wide open. We of course have a few of them. Already does big damage. And then this made me pop off, bro. What is this? The Ultra Destructo Disc. Nah, he's got to be sweating now. Can't dodge the final one if you get hit by the beginning.
Swords in Dragon Ball Z anime are about as effective as
feels a little
Yamcha.
less roughened. Was after
You're not
Tien
wrong.
does a super, the announcer gets scared.
But yeah, Trunks' sword is different though. Trunks is different though. His sword is, I mean, yeah, Trunks and his sword are kind of built different, so he's the only exception.
Making reference to that he's like an animal ranger, bro, that was too sick. Also, some of my favorite animations in the game. I can confirm that Android characters do not
like relaxed, throwing pew, 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 pew. Oh, there we go. Super Electric Strike, baby.
That looked like the Light Slash from Armored Core 6.
I was getting pissed, bro. Every time I got hit, I got nervous. But here's the Barrier Explosion Ultimate. Looks really cool. If you land it, big punch, dash in with the grab, just like the TOP, baby.
I'm not taking it easy.
Damn, that animation was so sick. And that's
yeah, that was actually beautiful. That was actually a beautiful animation for that one attack. Break the arm, break the arm. See the ult? Oh, they got Hercule.
Well, Boo, it's time for me to show you just how strong I
am. So I could immediately go into ultimate.
That went about as well as I would have expected.
And as you just noticed,
he's got Boo fighting with him because he's not strong. I can't believe they got him in this game, but all the heavy attacks that actually do damage is because Boo is helping him. That's funny. That's funny to me. Why does one of his moves say false courage? No, it's gonna be funny messing with him.
It's not.
I could definitely beat this person's like, there ain't no way. It's like, well, let's jump in the game right now. Like, let's find out. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Then.
Man, I feel like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot would have been so much more fun if they added an option to play as Frieza and just decimate everything, like a super villain mode. I would have loved to have played as Frieza.
If anything, no moveset changes. You got this little death beam attack that
the dialogue between the two, but I wasn't really
I'm
focused
surprised
on
it didn't have an ending animation where the
I tried to
world
land his
exploded.
moves. I throw rubble from like the stage, which is actually pretty cool. Now, there's one thing about this move that's kind of interesting. So this rush move is called Hakai Headshot.
or at least I get the charged up key. I think I get it here. I forgot what this looks like, but hold on. Survey says a swing, and he caught it. Yeah, okay. He added the extra just like when he did the Super Sengoku Goku. Okay, valid. It's valid.
In different ways. With Broly, it's a mouth blast. But for others, it'll probably just be shooting out of their hands. I wanted to make sure that I was relatively close to the opponent. Dr. Schro just floated right up to me. So I'm like, you know what? Sure. Let's land.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Getting grabbed by the leg
and just
being bodied. I think in the
I'm
next
you,
section for
I
Broly,
started
he grabbed someone by the face.
The one I really wanted to see what his ultimate was in base, because they had so many choices to choose from the movie, right? And I think that's valid. That was wrong. They put Rent on brother. That's a super. It was for because I think okay, I don't know if I predicted what this was.
Grabbing someone
I
by
don't
the
remember
face.
what I thought it was going to be from the movie, but this is great. This is great.
You have the option to boost it, but you need to make sure that the circle that starts closing in gets into like the gauge, and then you press at the right time to really boost it. But anyway, so I end up throwing out Broly's ultimate blast against Gohan.
He did that because I did not respect that whatsoever. That was a weird.
It's the other moves that we haven't seen yet. One of which is Blaster Meteor, and it dealt gigantic catastrophe. And sure enough, 17 was just throwing out hits. I just threw out gigantic catastrophe.
Ooh.
And yeah, it literally dealt a ton of damage against 17.
That's a wide arc, though. Hold on, rewind that.
17 was just throwing out hits. I just threw out
Look
gigantic
at how
catastrophe.
wide that cloud
And
is.
Yeah, it literally
And
dealt
everything
a ton of
in
damage
front of
against
that just
17.
gets detonated.
And again, it's just cool seeing this version of Broly in a Tenkaichi.
No, that's just too big. That's too big of a space.
Am I saying this thing right? Like the wolf dog character?
On how the skill list is laid out. You pretty much have one blast move and one Russian move. So afterwards, I use the other move that Bergamo.
Between each other. There are going to be a lot of characters that kind of feel the same in this game. So
El tercero, la Super Perception, es otro tipo de contra, que en este caso permite incluso devolver los ataques energéticos si lo ejecutamos correctamente.
Broly main, where y'all at? That's what I'm saying. Broly out here just covering the whole map in explosions. And here I thought, now mind you, everyone else, they got really good attacks. They got really good attacks that cover a wide area. But Broly out here saying like, let me just go omnidirectional with everything that I'm doing, with the only safe spot being just directly behind me.
Pero quizá, por los mismos motivos, un juego de lucha no demasiado exigente, que sepultaba y sepulta, bajo toneladas de contenido, una tendencia a la repetición difícil de maquillar. Afortunadamente, nada de esto te importaba un pimiento cuando tenías 14 años y un póster de Piccolo en la habitación. Ojalá poder dejarse llevar como entonces, pero desgraciadamente creo que eso ya no es un...
And obviously I know Frieza is about to get cooked. The iconic transformation. He literally got the iconic like, all right.
Par exemple, le Goku, quand il se transforme en Super Saiyan 3, et ben il y a vraiment l'angle de caméra un peu comme ça, les sourcils froncés, qui rend vraiment bien.
Ah, French commentator. I like the animations of the transformations after the fact when he gets ready.
It's
Like
pretty
the more
much
fleshed
that's
out
what that was,
animation,
bro. Here I go, Kyle Ken. Bro, look at changing a character. It's all in the D-pads. I figured it out for at least transformation.
Move a shot. And then, of course, after seeing those, we had to go ahead, power up into Super Saiyan itself. Another very sick animation.
Sorry if I ain't saying nothing, but it's just like I'm captivated by these transformations. Right? Well, they kept that aspect from Super,
and then from
Super
17
Broly,
Super comes
where
in.
like the shades of the
since
environment
I
change
finally used all
around
the
him while
moves,
he's transforming.
I transform into full power Super Saiyan. Now he does.
And that's it for all the super stuff. Okay. All right. Okay, I see you. Okay, Dragon Ball. I see you, Dragon Ball. I think we're done with the Starfield stuff. No one cares. No one cares. They had a chance. They had a chance of being good. They had a chance of being amazing. And they wasted it before them. I feel no sympathy whatsoever. Oh? Dragon Ball voice actor seemingly confirmed Super Saiyan 4 Goku will be playable in Sparking Zero? Ain't no way. There's no way. Interesting. Well, I think that's all the most current stuff from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Starfield, no one cares. Look, can I be real? It's like, they had a chance, but No Man's Sky exists for half the price of Starfield, and it has way more, and every update has been free. What for are you playing Bethesda's Fallout space game? For what purpose? But that's just me. I ain't gonna go down that road again. So I think I covered, I covered Black Myth Wukong, had a whole rant after that, looked at the Nintendo Direct, and then checked out some Dragon Ball stuff. Gajil, you didn't show me anything else, did you? No, you did not. Okay, cool. There was something else that I wanted to look into. There was something else. Let me think. There was something else that I wanted to check out. Man, I'm drawing a blank. There was something else that I wanted to look at. Hold on. Was there something? No. No, I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. How long have I been doing this? A good 2 hours? Yeah. I've been doing this like a good 2 hours. Yeah, I've been doing this for like a good 2 hours. As much as I would like to look at some Elden Ring lore videos from VidaVidia, they are incredibly long, and that would require an entirely different session altogether. Let me see. His attacks break reality? Oh, is that for Broly? Okay. Yeah, I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Let me double check and make sure that there isn't anything suddenly new that just came up concerning any games that I was looking forward to. I know there's a new update that dropped for Spider-Man 2 that added some like new outfits and some new features and stuff. People talking about Metroid Prime 4. People talking about multiverses. People being completely wrong about the Acolyte from Star Wars being good. And of course, the person who's saying all of this has their comments limited so they can say whatever they want and no one can respond to them. It doesn't matter if the show got 11.1 million views in the first 5 days. It's from people looking at how trying to see if it was as horrible as the tale said, and it is. People are really trying to cope really hard for this whole Acolyte show. Hold on. Sorry, I was looking at something else, Gajil. You should look at the Marvel vs. Capcom Collection website. It's beautiful. All right, we'll check it out. Marvel vs. Capcom. It's gonna take us for a ride. Is this it? This is Capcom Games. Is this it?
We're gonna take you for a ride.
Let us see if it will load up. No, you don't. No, you don't. I got people watching. You're gonna load up. Okay, y'all want to be difficult. I know it's not Event Hubs. I know it's not Event Hubs. Let me see if I can find. So let me come here. Then let me pause. And then let me see if they got a link in the description. They don't have a link in the description. No, I want to see what this. I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, Gajil, you and I, we're gonna have to look at the Maximilian reaction if you haven't already seen it. Sent it to me? Thank you. It's gonna take you for a ride. Thank you. Gajil is the GOAT, everybody. Let's go ahead and look. Ooh, this looks nice. I like the spread. Oh, I like it. Let me do it in my announcer voice. Let me make sure that you guys can actually hear the voice as a whole. Because I can't tell if it's on. I can't tell. No, it's not on. No, it's not on. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll just use my natural voice then. I'll use my natural voice. Marvel and Capcom share the stage. The ultimate crossover returns. Beloved Marvel characters take the stage in Capcom-produced action and fighting games in this collection of timeless classics. Enjoy both English and Japanese versions of the arcade releases. All kinds of new features have been added, including online play. Experience these wonderful games with players from all over the world. So, we get X-Men Children of the Atom. Whew! Whew! Released in 1994. Overview. Take control of the X-Men and their fantastic powers in this game based on Street Fighter II. Super jumps and combos with plenty of freedom are sure to please any fighting game player. And there's a screen for Children of the Atom, which I incorrectly referenced when I was talking about beat-em-up games. I meant to say like the X-Men arcade game, not specifically Children of the Atom. Kyushu's Autobots impression? It is not a robot impression. That is my announcer voice. But man, okay, Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine, what is it? Omega Red, a Sentinel, Iceman, Colossus, Psylocke, Silver Samurai, and Lady Deathstrike. Or is that Shiva? No, that can't be Lady Deathstrike. Did Lady Deathstrike have an iteration where she had multiple arms? Oh, now my voice wants to go over to the sound now. Okay, now my voice wants to have the voiceover. Okay, let's do this again. Take control of the X-Men. Take control of the X-Men and their fantastic powers in this game based on Street Fighter II. Super jumps and combos with plenty of freedom are sure to please any fighting game player. That's Spiral? That's Spiral. We have characters such as Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine, Omega Red, Sentinel, Iceman, Colossus, Psylocke, Silver Samurai, and Spiral. Look at all of these beautiful, beautiful screens, ladies and gentlemen. Psylocke versus Spiral. And that's Children of the Atom. Let's look at the other stuff. Yeah, let's look at the other stuff that we got. Game list. Marvel Superheroes. The superpowered battles from X-Men Children of the Atom has evolved even further. Set in the Marvel crossover hit comic The Infinity Gauntlet, a number of Marvel comic staples including Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America join the X-Men in the fight. Defeat Thanos using the new high-flying air combo system and the power of the Infinity Gems. Oh, so they brought this back for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Didn't realize that the whole game was basically just a reference to this game. Released in the year September 1992. Kyushu's Alistair impression. Hello! I literally have his face for the radio demon button. I literally have his face just smiling. I see the Hulk, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Magneto, the Juggernaut, Iron Man, Psylocke, Captain America, Shumagorath, and Blackheart. Off to the side, I also see Dr. Doom. I just realized that my voice was also doing a double voice. Hey, I say something off topic, it's something about One Piece. What is it? If it has anything to do with the recent story, I cannot comment on it. Because I don't speak about One Piece spoilers on the off chance that someone is only watching the anime. Power up. Okay, so this is Marvel Superheroes. Let's check out the other thing. X-Men vs. Street Fighter. September 1996. A crossover between X-Men and Street Fighter. This release first introduced the 2-on-2 battles the Marvel vs. Capcom series would become known for. Team up with a tag partner of your choosing and launch huge hyper combos and crossover combinations. And the characters I see is Magneto, Juggernaut, Sabretooth, Storm, Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, and Cyclops. Gonna head off? Well, Designs, it was a fantastic having you here today, and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I look forward to the next time we see you. Take care, good friend of mine. So this is X-Men versus Street Fighter. Thank you for showing me how to get to Moog's Palace, by the way. No problem! No, it's not spoilers, but it was the last chapter you read, and I was at work and an exclamation popped up in my head. Well, like I said, I'm not talking about anything One Piece related because you never know if someone's only watching the anime, so I try not to talk about series I cover in streams where I'm not talking about that series. So if need be, we can talk about it someplace else, but I can't answer it here because you never know who may be listening in. You never know who may be listening in today. So no, I can't answer it. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. The second entry in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, pitting fan favorites from Street Fighter and Marvel heroes against each other. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, and more join the X-Men to team up with and against characters from Street Fighter, now able to use crossover assists. Yeah, this is when the graphics and like some of the gameplay that many of us would remember seeing from previous Street Fighter games, that's when it would start to switch up. Especially like Hulk with his super lumbering body, so low to the ground that his arm was literally close to the ground, but it was just super large. I remember that because me and Gajo was actually looking at some videos concerning that. And then Marvel vs. Capcom. Released in the year 1998. All-stars from Capcom and Marvel clash in this crossover from the ages. The special partner system allows for even more options in the 2-on-2 battles. The brand new duo team attacks allows you to temporarily attack with both your tag partners. Make use of unlimited hyper combos to deal massive damage. An unprecedented evil bears down upon the Earth. Our heroes face their most powerful opponent yet, Onslaught. Total annihilation slowly approaches the human race. All hopes and dreams have been crushed into powder. Great heroes, now is the time to take to the skies. We need you now more than ever. Would have been nice if they added Darkstalkers in there. I mean, the game, as far as I know, maybe if they didn't already have a collection, which they do. They already got a Darkstalkers collection. I think that was released like, what was it? A couple of years ago, or was it last year? I think it was like a couple of years ago. But this is Marvel vs. Capcom. Next one is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Released in 2000. Literally 2000! The year 2000! The second entry in the Ultimate Marvel and Capcom crossover series. A roster of 56 characters and new 3-on-3 battles add new layers to the strategic battle of the series. The brand new Team Hyper Combo system allows for up to 3 characters to all use their hyper combos at once, giving players the ability to unleash unbelievable damage. Story. The Armor of Erosion. It was supposed to be nothing but a fairy tale, but now it's here and the end is approaching. The wheels of fate have brought forth a disaster of untold proportions. Marine life is twisted by the evil wind that blows in from the deep ocean, but light shines the brightest in the deepest
in the deepest dark, and our heroes have gathered. Their destination, the deep abyss known as the Sea of Genesis. Oh, snap, they showed all the characters over here. Wow, have I really been missing out on an entire section where it shows all characters from these previous games? I'm just now scrolling down the Marvel vs. Capcom side. Cable! Marrow! Captain America! Cyclops! Wolverine! Wolverine again! Spider-Man! The Hulk! Iron Man! Iceman! Just had to confirm. War Machine! Gambit! Rogue! Colossus! Psylocke! Storm! Silver Samurai! Sabretooth! Juggernaut! Shoma Gorath! Spiral! I had to look down again, I'm sorry. Blackheart! Venom! A Sentinel! Doctor Doom! Omega Red! And Thanos! And Magneto. Then we got Ruby Heart, Amingo, Sonson, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Guile, Zangief, Dozim, Charlie, Sakura, Don, Kami. It's not Kami, it's Kami. M. Bison. Now you wanted to make sure if it was him or Silver Surfer. You know me well. Because I saw it and I was thinking to myself, this is not Silver Surfer. Let me make sure he ain't got a board underneath. Let me make sure he doesn't have a board underneath. I want Morgan, then need Donovan, and Pyron. Akuma! Jill! Jin! Strider Hiryu! Hayato! Mega Man! Roll! Trombone! Servbot! BB Hood! Felicia! Morrigan! Captain Commando! Wait a minute, hold up. Real quick, you don't hear too much about Captain Commando all that much. Anakaris! And that's all the people from that. Now we got the last one. The Punisher game. Hold on.
Let me put my normal voice back on. Check. Okay. Let me put my normal voice on.
Released in 1993. The very first game created in a fruitful partnership between Capcom and Marvel. A side-scrolling action game in the vein of Final Fight. Players control the Punisher as he takes down the gangs that killed his family in this exciting title. Crime has overrun this city. The criminals know no fear, but one man stands against them. Frank Castle, enemy of all crime and those who would commit it. No law, no justice. The people call him Punisher, and only revenge drives him.
Oh, man.
Characters: Frank Castle, the Punisher. Colonel Nick Fury. Who looks oddly similar to the Punisher, except he has gray sideburns and an eye patch. Scully. Guard Droid. Bonebreaker. Bushwhacker. And the Kingpin. None of that is fat. It's all muscle.
They put Jalal in the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Yeah, I remember Jalal. And that is it for all the games that are coming with the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, due out this year. Scully got bad posture? Nah, he do. He do. He do. Ain't no way you gonna walk around with your head at least a foot deeper than your shoulders. That just doesn't look right. It just don't. Look, let's look. Look, let's look at Scully. Let's analyze this man. This man is hunched over so much that his shoulders are higher than his own ears. You can't tell me that walking like this, hunched over all the time, is good for your back. You gotta sit up straight. Ooh, okay, I felt a pop there. That felt good. You gotta make sure your posture's straight. Posture balance. You gotta sit straight. This man looks like he hunches over too much. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look comfortable. That doesn't look comfortable at all. Sir, may I prescribe to you one of these chiropractor doctors that you see on YouTube? You know, the ASMR ones. I feel like they could correct your posture. They just need a very sturdy boating rope in order to get, because I feel like regular human hands are not going to be able to pop anything into place, so you're going to need boating ropes and maybe a Ford F-150 in order to pop his, his posture back into like a good state where he can stand up straight and he doesn't look like he's hunched over. Boy, I wonder how he gonna look when he get old. There's this one dude that's been in horror films, and he has like this big pointed head, and I think he was in the movie called The Hill Has Eyes, like the original film. I think he was part of it. I forget his name, but I wouldn't be surprised if that same dude was the inspiration for what is his name? Something Krill. The Absorbing Man, because you know the Absorbing Man has kind of like a bit of a pointed head, just a little bit, but he kind of looks like him. If you look up that actor I told you about that is in horror films and he has that pointed head, I forget his name. That's essentially what Scully here is gonna look like. He's gonna look like a skull. Just drop off the Y. But yeah, that's the fighting collection arcade classics for Marvel vs. Capcom. That's it. That's a nice looking site. Yeah, that's actually a nice looking site. It actually looks nice. I know you talk about he was an ugly man to me as a kid, and he always had that glaring eye like this. He had that. He didn't have like the rock stare, but it was like that one weird stare. Hold on. Let me see. There was something I'm supposed to be looking up. Max has 2 videos now for Marvel vs. Capcom collection. I'm gonna check them out later. You sound like people in the old cop movies. Yeah, I know, Psycho. I know I do. What other game thing was I looking forward to? We've already seen Doom the Dark Ages. Well, me and Gajil, we've seen it. It looks great. It looks absolutely great. I don't think there's anything that is on my itinerary that I needed to look into. Like I said, part of me, like if I go to VodiVidia, there's like a ton of Elden Ring stuff. The lore of Elden Ring is blasphemous. I haven't seen this video yet, but I want to. I want to watch this. And then he says he played 3 hours of Elden Ring's DLC 2 weeks ago. The entire story of Armored Core. It's Elden Ring's DLC is very good. My review after 40 hours. The lore of Elden Ring is cursed. There's a lot of information about Elden Ring, but I'm gonna look later. No disrespect, low-key looked like Sloth from Goonies. This was my opinion. I always thought that Deborah Wilson had some of the biggest eyes I've ever seen on a black person, and 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 when I found out that her eyes were bigger than Tracy Ellis Ross's, I was thinking, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Because I always thought that Tracy Ellis Ross's eyes were just, like, really big. Because whenever I saw her in, like, different TV shows and stuff, her eyes were always, like, really wide. And I'm thinking, like, those are some wide eyes. Then I saw Deborah Wilson, and I said, okay, eyes can get bigger. Apparently. I'm going to watch this stuff. I'm going to watch this later. But I think I covered everything that I wanted to watch. Today. Yeah. This was a solid, how long was this? A 3-hour session of me just reacting to stuff. I think this went well. Yeah. Yeah, this was a good session, a good 3-hour session. And you know what? For tomorrow's session, because I ain't got to worry about going to any band practice, because ain't nobody sent me no text message of going to band practice for the upcoming songs for Sunday. You know what? What game do I got that I haven't messed with? Someone wanted me to play Terraria and then I also still got Ghost Runner 2 that I could be messing with. So I'll put it in a poll. Some of the games that I could be playing with you guys, just to chill a little bit. I probably won't touch Elden Ring until Shadow of the Erdtree drops on Friday. Anime reaction? Anime reaction to what exactly? Because if you're asking me to react to a whole brand new series, Wolf's Rain reaction, I thought you said I could watch that on my own. But I currently don't have any plans of doing any more anime reactions for the moment. But that could be subject to change. We'll have to see. Dang, you remembered. Of course I did. You thought you was slick? You thought you was gonna say like, hey, watch, let me watch this. Watch Wolf Rain. I think it would be good. I hope he doesn't remember that he said he was gonna watch it on his own time. You thought I wouldn't notice? You thought I wouldn't notice? I'm messing with you. But now I'm just rambling now. You guys, I'm done with today's session. We've reacted to a whole bunch of things. We need to do more of these. Because I enjoy watching stuff with you guys. We get to talk about everything. I get to clown people. I might go on a rant here or there, so you guys can I feel like we could have some fun watch. You know what? There is something I wanted to check out. Hold on. What is it? What is it? Hold on. You got me sweat laughing. Because I caught you red-handed. I got you with your hands in the cookie jar. Oh, surely he's forgotten about the conversation we had when he was looking at the finale of Cowboy Bebop. He might be able to do a reaction to it now. I was born at night, not last night. You can't pull no slicky on me. You cannot pull no slicky on me. I have very good teachers. You cannot pull the slicky over my eyes. I have very good teachers. They teach me the way of the slick. They know the way. But the slick, you cannot pull one over my eyes. I'm too smart. Too smart for you. I remember too much. But there's one thing I wanted to do I want to check this out or Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on, I'm checking something. I'm checking something on my system. Oh, right. Godjill, did you ever get a chance? Here it is. Because this is one of the this is actually one of the games. Yeah, this is actually one of the games that dropped for. Yeah, this is actually one of the games that dropped for free for PlayStation Plus users. And it's Streets of Rage. Hold on, let me see. Multiplayer update, Mr. X Nightmare update. Hold on. This is one of the games that's out there right now. Improvements, character balancing, and new improvements. New co-op moves. New custom survival mode. Godjill, bruh, there's a survival mode that has a roguelite element to it. Huh? And here I thought TMNT Shredder's Revenge had that. Was the only one that had that. Is this co-op? Is this survival mode co-op? Okay, so that's Streets of Rage. That's one of the free games that's out right now. Now let me look at this Ghost Runner 2, because I never seen Ghost Runner 2 gameplay, and I just want to check it out. Let me see. Launch trailer. That's Moist Critical's video. I'm not gonna mess with his stuff. We will have a session soon. Yes, sir, we will. This is Ghost Runner 2. I got this game, but I haven't played it yet. But why are you purposefully going into the excavator drill machine, though? Why are you purposefully flying into it? Just to look cool? Why are you purposefully flying into it? But yeah, that's okay. So those are some of the games that I got that I haven't messed with or had sessions with. Ghost Runner 2. I can always play more Suicide Squad or V Rising. I'm still working on V Rising. I got a lot of games I could be messing with. Castlevania, including Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. And then, of course, the other Crisis games. I got a couple more games in here. I know Generation Zero is supposed to be getting an update soon. Then I can always play some more Minecraft. Not in VR though, because playing Minecraft in VR actually made me motion sick. And I've never felt that way before. I cannot play Minecraft in VR. It's got to be regular. Risk of Rain, Salt and Sanctuary. I'm not playing any Star Wars games because I'm tired of them sending me copyright emails. I'm tired. Skull, the Hero Slayer. That could be one. And of course, Terraria. Alright, that's something to keep in mind. Something I could make some new sessions with. But I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. I did everything that I really wanted to do today, and I have to say, I think we did good. I think we did good with today's session of reacting to stuff. But I'm done for today, ladies and gentlemen. I went a lot longer doing this session than I thought I would, but I enjoyed myself all the same. It was fun entertaining all of you with reactions and stuff, reacting to different videos. If you guys have anything else that you guys would like for me to react to for the next session that we do, feel free to leave them down in the comments below or on Discord, where I got a whole channel just dedicated to videos and video suggestions as well. Many of y'all haven't been using it, but I know that it's there. It's there for you guys if you guys want to use it. And yeah, get prepared for Shadow of the Erd Tree this Friday, because that's when we're heading right back into Elden Ring in full force. I cannot wait. You have been such a wonderful audience. With that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and do all the things that also help support this channel if you so choose, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.